And welcome everybody to Loudon, New Hampshire for the running of the 2.4 Hours of Loudon. My name's Gavin Graham, and I'm joined once again by the one, the only Armani DePaul for this very special exhibition event. After the conclusion of Season 7, we've been off for about a month or so now, and the ASCA boys decided they want to go ahead and run a fun little endurance event in between the two seasons. And I want to go ahead and, Armani, hello, are you with us? Hello?
No, I'm not.
He's not with us, apparently.
Moment.
All right.
No, I'm a figment of all yours imagination.
So, you heard it there first. Apparently he is a figment of our imagination. But coming into tonight's race, this is going to be a very special race. 2.4 hours of action here from Loudon. There's only been one other time that ASCA's been here at the Loudon Road Course. That was back at Season 6 Truck Series event. There was a photo finish between, I believe it was Diego Roldan and Chris Lilly. Lilly came home with the run that day. We're back here for a very different event, though. We have a few cars already on the track. We had 14 teams register. It is going to be basically a duo event. So each car is going to have two drivers behind the wheel. And at some point between now and the checkered flag, they're going to have to do a driver swap. So right now we're watching Connor Trafari, who is part of, Chris Lilly doesn't make schemes for his team Motorsports. And if you are somebody that's been in ASCA for quite a while, this scheme might be a little bit more familiar to you. This is the old AJ Berger Enterprises pace car, I believe from either seasons 3 or 4. I don't remember. But right now, 3 and 4? Well, in 3 and 4, all right. Well, right now in the timing sheet, they have a second gap over Keola Hankins, who's running the, where is Keola Hankins? There he is. He has the Hello Kitty machine for Hello Kitty Racing team or whatever the fuck. And you're going to notice here, guys, there is a lot of funny schemes here tonight. Just going through some of the field. Back to this Hello Kitty Racing team. It's going to be Keola Hankins and Landon Warren behind the wheel of this 6 machine. We got Failed Melons Racing with Ethan Moses, and I do have to pull up the actual sheet here to see who the other one is. Let's see. Let's see. I have to pull up the sheet here.
No rush.
Yeah, no rush, although I kind of wish it would load a little bit quicker. There we go. Oh, yeah, Ryan Arnold. So Ethan Moses and Ryan Arnold will be behind the wheel of the Failed Melons machine. We got Bradley Sawinski coming off his rookie season in ASCA Season 7 last time round. He's running an interesting one. So left side of the car is his Season 7 scheme as he goes head-on into the tire barrier. And then on the right side is what I can only assume is supposed to be an Aiden Smith scheme. It's not, but it's orange and white.
So I know what he did. So the person he's running with his name is Larry Miles, and that's the car he runs for everything. So they ran a split car.
Okay, so I shouldn't be looking at the sheet. Wait, I'm fucking stupid.
Is this the 28 car?
No, I was looking at Ethan Harrison. My bad. I was looking at the wrong one. It's Bradley Skowinski, and who's the other guy?
It was Chase Givens, but he backed out. Now it's Larry Miles.
All right, so yeah, Larry Miles is going to be on the right side of the car. Bradley Skowinski right now on the track. Here's Ronan Suarez in the 75. He is with, let's see who he's with. He's with Noah Heron, part of Ballisto Rowdy Esports. Nothing too crazy, a simple number 75 machine. We have some battling on the track. There's Owen Chabinski in the, oh my god, this thing. In the GMC mobile. Owen spent a long time basically recreating a GMC truck for this event. It's going to be Owen Chabinski and Daniel Bonning behind the wheel of the 31 machine. Decent pace right now, running 5th, only 2 seconds off of Travari's time. For their sake, that's not too bad at all. Then we got Michael Steinbach, that's Bite Blocks with George Tolsma. So prepare to see these guys get lapped a couple times tonight. And they're doing a very similar thing to what Bradley Skowinski's doing. So they both have games on Roblox, and one of them is promoting one that they own, and the other one's owning the other that they own. So it's going to be a partnership between the two. Green side is going to be Rostock. Red side's going to be Stock Car Unlimited. We'll see how they do tonight. Hopefully they don't get involved in much trouble. Then we got this one. Aiden Robertson right now behind the wheel of Yabba Dabba Doo, 401k insurance scam. Yeah. an interesting one. It's going to be Ada Robertson and Diego Roldan behind the wheel of this machine. It was originally supposed to be Jason Gallagher, which is why it's the number 85, but he backed out last minute. Ada Robertson was given the call to come on up, and he'll be teaming up here with Diego Roldan here tonight. He's locking up big time down to turn 3, though. We'll see if they can pick it up.
And Gavin, before you continue, I just want to say, depending on where you're looking at the Ada Robertson car, it's technically 3 numbers. You got the number 8, you got the 858, or the 885.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, on my screen, it says like just a regular like iRacing number 8.
So it doesn't have...
you gotta turn that off.
Yeah, you gotta turn that off, Armani.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, on my screen, that's what it has, and it is hilarious.
Go to options, go to graphics.
Right.
And then where it says hide car numbers, right above the done button, hit that. And that's it.
Yeah, I got a new PC, everyone, so bear with me.
We got one more car here. It's Ethan Harrison, the number 87. This is the one I was talking about earlier. Aiden Smith is also behind the wheel of this machine, if the Popeyes logo wasn't much of a giveaway. And with that, I believe that... Oh, I forgot. We forgot about this one. Number 42, Micah Walls. Micah Walls is a new name I haven't heard of before. Yes. He's here tonight. His teammate is going to be... Let me find him on here. Yep, there you go. Gabe Cazzola, or whatever it is. They're going to be running the Kyle Penny number 42. And as of right now, that is all the cars on the track at the moment. We do have a few other teams, but none of them are in the session right now, so we'll see if they join in here a little bit later on.
Now the paint scheme loaded. Sorry, Gavin.
It's all good. It's all good. But Armani, firstly, I want to ask you, now that we've gotten all introductions underway, firstly, I want to ask you what you think about this racetrack here tonight in this car combo. It is a mini stock on the Loudon Road Course. How are you feeling about that?
So every time I've driven a mini stock, it has been on an oval, not on a road course. I kind of suck at road course racing on iRacing, which is kind of funny because in real life, I think I've only raced on road courses, which is kind of funny. But, yeah, it should be interesting just looking for what I see right now. I mean, it's very much an actual oval road course hybrid in the sense of it's not a road course inside of an oval. Literally, you go from the oval and then you transition to a road course on the outside, which is actually pretty interesting. So, I mean, I think it should be pretty fun. You got a relatively low horsepower car that should be, in theory, easy to drive, but a different kind of circuit for these guys, and I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And one of the best parts about this racetrack that you're going to find out here is going to be the charge from the green flag down into turn 3. Turn 3 is a sharp right-hander, full speed throughout turns 1 and 2, all packed up into turn 3. We saw back in Season 6 when the truck guys were out here, it was hectic always through turn 3. It's a big passing opportunity, and especially on the start, it's definitely going to be an opportunity where if one guy spins, there will be a huge wreck that will take out nearly half the field. Now, I do want to mention for all the viewers that these guys do get one fast repair. They get one to use tonight at any point of their choosing. They will have to come in for tires. They will have to come in to do a driver swap. So we will see some green flag pit stops during tonight. Yellows are on, but it's only for huge accidents. If we have a big blockade, one of those big crashes in turn 3 that I'm talking about, that will surely be a caution. But besides that, if these guys get spread out, then we're in for a long night ahead of us. As well with that, throughout the race, we're going to be bringing in, or not, we're not going to be bringing in, but we're going to be joining some of the teams in their VCs. We've set up a couple of VCs in the Discord to where they're going to be chilling in there, communicating during the race. We're going to be hopping in during the race and talking about how their race is going because, respectfully, this race will probably get very strung out very quickly. And we want to find some opportunities to give you guys some well-deserved entertainment.
So, Gavin, what would you say is your favorite paint scheme so far at everything we've seen, especially now that I can see it, because my iRacing finally, or my training paint's finally loaded?
Well, I'll tell you what. I have to give respect to Owen Chabinski and Daniel Botting. Basically, so I saw the process from the beginning. Owen Chabinski was just looking through a ton of pictures of GMC trucks, like really crappy pictures of GMC trucks for days, getting this thing set up from front to back. And although it's probably going to be running dead last or second to last after this is all said and done, I have to respect the effort that it took place. So I have to go with Daniel Bonning and Owen Chabinski. What about you?
Wait, well, you're talking about dead last, and before we get back on topic, he is kind of middle of the pack in terms of time, so who knows? Maybe they'll actually be running better than we think. But just looking through the field here, I know you mentioned that 9 car with AJ Hyder and company, that's got a lot of history to it. But I'm going to give credit, if I can find it here, to the number 28. You know, we don't typically see a lot of split paint schemes, even though we got 2 in the field, but this one, I think it works really well. I think the orange and the red actually complement themselves very nice. Both sides got their own personality. So I'm going to give it to the 28 car, but there's still a lot of cool paint schemes out there. You got the Mellow Yellow 42, you got the 85 that I thought was, the 858, you name it. And a couple more shout outs. Obviously the 9 car, you just got to, I know you mentioned the history with the 9, but there's just a giant number 9 in the middle of it, so it kind of looks weird. And that 87 car, of course, with the Popeyes, Vaden Smith is driving it, of course, is going to be Popeyes. But, yeah, I think we got a lot of cool paint schemes out there tonight. And one thing I do like about that 87 is that the 8 is orange and the 7 is green.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget about the Brazil corner.
Yeah, well, we were just talking about it. There is a
Don't
Brazil
forget.
corner that these guys are going to have to watch out for here tonight.
The Brazil corner.
They can look at more paint schemes, of course. The Fail Melons machine is just a bunch of watermelons.
Yeah, that's what they do. And the Phil Mellons team, run by Ethan Moses, they do all of the endurance events. So if you've done endurance racing, anybody, you've probably seen this watermelon car once or twice during your travels. I don't expect them to be too far up at the front here tonight, but at least when they're racing, they're going to be looking pretty tasty.
It's something I noticed. We always see watermelon paint schemes. It's always the watermelon open or it's a watermelon slice. Why can't we ever get just a regular closed watermelon?
It's got green. Green red looks way better because of complementary colors. Sorry, I had chips in my mouth.
Can you say that? Can you say that one more time?
It's because the red and the green look more like a watermelon because, watermelon's green and red.
Well, there you go.
First 110 of the night. It's coming from AJ Hyder, 110.57. Just cut a second off of Connor Trafari's time. If there was any doubt somewhere by anybody that Hyder was not going to be the favorite, I think those doubts have been laid to rest. He is looking like he's going to tear up this place apart here tonight.
Shocker, the defending ASCA champion who dominated Watkins Glen is fast at a road course.
It's okay. The drivers don't know about the fun flags in play.
Oh, fun flags.
Fun flags.
So the drivers don't know this, but every 10 minutes, I will be doing a roll on a random number generator. And whatever number it lands on, I'm going to roll again, see if something happens to them. Or if a caution comes out, or something like this. This is for when it gets boring and sprung out, so we have some fun.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's cool.
It's like an ASCA exhibition, so you gotta have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Especially with people like AJ, they're just going to kick everyone's ass.
Exactly.
Maybe we should do that we should have done that last season.
Well, this is an exhibition race, not a championship season with payouts. I mean, this also has payouts, but that's the point.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Right now, top of the board, AJ Hyder and Connor Trafari, 110.57. Oh, jeez, thank you guys. Oh my goodness.
Salute.
Yeah, I mentioned AJ for 1 second. I started like sneezing out my liver. Landon Warren and Kayla Hankins run second at the moment, 111.928, followed by Aiden Roberson and Diego Roldan in third. Ryan Arnold and Ethan Moses run in fourth at the moment. Then it's going to be Aiden Smith and Ethan Harrison. They're right now in fifth. I'm trying to find them. There they are. Hi, Aiden Smith. Daniel Botting and Owen Chabinski in the GMC machine. They are in sixth place. Seventh is somewhere. 1 second. I'm trying to find them. Where's seventh? There it is. Ronan Suarez and whoever their teammate is. I kind of forgot the name. They're in seventh. Cazzola and, again, whoever was behind him. I forgot the name. I think it's Walls. Gonna be awesome. I'm gonna have to get used to those two guys. And then we got Sawinski and whoever his teammate is. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, It is going to be kind of annoying just keeping up with the drivers in the sense of, when you go to the results and you're trying to see it, it's going off of teams. So you got to remember who's in each car.
Yeah, right now, dead last on the board, Michael Stainback and George Tolsma. Not shocked about that one. They are a second off second to last, so they got to pick up the pace here if they want any chance of not finishing dead last here tonight.
So, Chris, when are we going to see that 53 Team Chris Lilly car make some laps on track?
I'm not racing.
Oh, then. So is that just you? Just
Yeah.
there? Oh. Oh, so it said like you're entered as a driver. Like not just watching. Oh, okay.
I will admit, it's a little scary watching Stainback and George go around the track. They are very slow. They are tiptoeing every corner.
That's another one of those split paint schemes I talked about. That one actually looks pretty seamless. Like, obviously one is, black and red. The other one is more white and green. But, it looks pretty good regardless. I'd say the scheme looks more uniform compared to the other one. But I still like it regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always a sucker for split paint schemes. It's a shame we don't get them in NASCAR.
I'm going to try something really quick.
All right.
I'm going to try something.
Yeah, another lockup. So that is the row car. Yeah, they're about a second off, second to last. That is insane. I mean, you gotta imagine they probably didn't get a lot of practice, so they're still trying to figure out the track themselves. Just, getting their feet wet. I mean, it's going to be a long race, 2.4 hours. So, obviously, with the fun flags, anything can happen, calamity. I mean, you could be slow at first, but then, if you got a couple guys get problems, if you keep yourself clean, you might be in at the end.
Oh, we got another team.
Oh, what do we got?
The 50 machine of Red Hot Racing of Dylan, Fox, and Marcus.
Oh, they've
here we go.
arrived. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, welcome. Let's see what their scheme looks like.
Well, they haven't gotten in yet. We're going to wait on them.
I think my fatal flaw with attendance was doing a team event. Maybe I should have done one car, or one person per car.
Well, it's only like 2 hours, so... I mean, everyone was doing the Daytona 500 last week, so... I feel like everyone would probably be used to, driving for more than 2 hours by themselves. It is what it is now. I think it should still be fun, brings an interesting strategy in terms of when you're going to take guys out, when you're going to go into the car yourself, depending on where you are in the race. So it should bring an interesting element to it. Kind of reminds me of the Bathurst 1000, if you will, where you got multiple guys in the car. I wouldn't necessarily call it like...
Except this time we're at a mini stock around the New Hampshire road course instead of V8 supercars
Exactly.
around that panorama.
Exactly. Chris, I do have to ask you, what do you think of the name Chris Lilly doesn't make schemes for his team motorsports?
Well, the funny part is he's in a car made by Chris Lilly for his team, so,
Very nice, very nice. So
All
what
right.
you're saying is the name is false advertisement or false accusation?
yeah, basically.
Okay, okay. And there's literally a Chris Lilly Designs sponsor on the quarter panel.
Uh-huh.
Who's... hold on. I'm getting spammed here. There's a recent development in the ASCA chat. Give me 1 second, y'all. So,
Why does Dylan Fox want to be dragged?
I don't know. Why is he tagging me? Oh, so I guess Dylan is going to be running the race himself.
Well,
By himself.
Well, you won't get too far with that.
Well, no, wait. Oh, well, the car's parked anyway, so. Dylan, if you're asking me if you're allowed to drive solo, I don't know. That's Chris Lilly. Oh, here goes a 50 car. Hold on. I want to see this. Okay, I don't know if the paint scam's unloaded in for me yet or not.
I don't think it actually has a paint scheme.
Okay, just to make sure.
Yeah, I'd let you do it, Dylan. It'll DQ you at the end, but I don't think you're gonna get a top 3. So
Wow. So what if he wins the race?
I'll give him the money, you know. But
Well, there you go, Dylan. There's your answer.
With 1
Actually, about
minute
to
to
hit.
go, the order is as follows. Hyder and Khan are set at the top of the board. Impressively enough, Chabinski and Bonning found some pace. They're running second at the moment. Hankins and Warren run third. Sawinski and his teammate run fourth. Robertson and Roldan are fifth. Ryan Arnold and Ethan Moses are sixth. Aiden Smith and Ethan Harrison are seventh. Then it's going to be Xander McKinney and his teammate Ronan Suarez in eighth. Walls is going to be in ninth, and George Tolsma and Steinbach are in 10th. I'm impressed by what Chabinski and Bonning were able to do. They found some pace in that number 31.
You know, I'm going to be rooting for OJ in this race. You know, had a rough end to the ASCA season last year, and, you know, that is a pretty cool paint scheme, obviously the GMC truck, and he's got some speed, definitely, so, you know, maybe that would technically supposed to be the number 31. Maybe it's going to surprise some people today.
Yeah, we'll wait and see on that one, see if there's anything to it. I'm right now... Man, I wish I had more time. Oh. The hell? Why is Sirius XM calling me? The fuck? Hold on one second.
Oh. Well, while Gavin is going to get phone calls from Sirius XM, we're about to head into qualifying, so... Obviously, Gavin controls the stream, so I don't. But I guess in the meantime, I'll take a look at who's out on track right now. Diego Roldan's getting out on track. So too is Ronan Suarez, Landon Warren, and a bunch of guys are heading out on track right now. I'm going to take a look at AJ Hyder, the guy who led the top of the charts. And everyone is coming out on track. Daniel Botting will be starting the qualifying run for Spartan Motorsports. So AJ really taking it easy in these first few corners. He's going to start picking up a little bit of pace, but definitely not
I
going
got beer.
Are you even old enough for that?
What kind of question is that?
I don't know. How old.
Yes, I'm old enough.
Good.
All right. Sorry about that. Sirius
You don't
XM gave
support.
me a call, and I immediately hung up on him. So...
So that's good. What if you won $1 million?
I
and you just
didn't.
gave it away.
I think that they've been sending me letters, and I think they're trying to offer me something, and I'm kind of like, oh, like they'll be like, hey,
You just bought a new car, that's why. They're gonna try to get you to use Sirius XM in your car.
Oh, you bought a new car? Congrats, Gavin.
Oh, that would explain.
That's why.
That's why. That's
Because the
crazy.
dealer has your stuff, and the dealers are partnered with Sirius XM, and this, that, and the other thing.
Oh, that's why I kept getting letters with all my Ford information. Fantastic.
Ew, you drive a Ford.
Guess what I have to officially, Gavin?
You get to officiate this race. Qualifying is underway. We're right now watching AJ Hyder ripping around the track. And
Nice corner.
this is
First three,
this is
fourth
going to be
line.
an incredible lap. He has this track figured out, top to bottom.
Yeah, why am I not surprised? Hyder's got a track figured out, especially quickly.
Man, I
Ooh,
can't.
Six
I can't.
car, definitely squirrely.
Man, I can't wait to figure out how to make the streams not blurry. That's gonna be a good day. Oh, look
That'd
at
be
that
a-
apex coming onto the oval. This is gonna be a quick lap here from AJ Hyder. Oh, went a little off right there. We'll see if that deletes his lap.
And maybe it... So right now at the top of the charts, we got fail... No, hold on. Okay, now my qualifying's fixed. So it's actually the Hello Kitty
Slap
machine.
didn't
that
count. He got in the grass.
Yep, so that first lap is done. Right now, Landon Ward, top of the board, 112 is the time to beat.
It had
Whoa.
just been beaten by Spartan Motorsports. Daniel Botting to the top of the charts.
Man, they
Ooh,
found
here-
some speed during practice here. 1:12.263 is the time to beat from Daniel Botting and Owen Chabinski. Really, all AJ needs to do is Roldan and Roberson make a 1:11.957. Now that's the time to beat.
Now there's a little bit of pressure now coming from the AJ Hyder camp. You got a bunch of guys with fast lap times, and that previous lap time, like you mentioned, was deleted. So how's he going to respond this time?
Well, he needs to take it easy here. He's coming up to the corner where he made that mistake now. He's coming back onto the oval. He needs to take it a little easy if he wants to set a pole lap. And keep in mind, it is group qualifying. Here we go, through that corner now. He'll take it a lot easier. Hit the grass a little bit, but I think that it's going to be a lot better here for him. Here he comes to the line. We'll see what this lap looks like.
Here we go. 1:10.9.
And that's
Oh
going to
my
be good
God.
enough.
Off in practice.
That's going
My
to be
goodness.
good enough for pole. 1:10.921 for AJ Hyder and Connor Trafari. They are on pole position. We'll see if anyone here within this field tonight can beat that time for pole.
Yeah, about half of the teams haven't even qualified yet. And I know some of the guys, I was talking with them before we went live, they mentioned that, they might not even qualify for the race. They might just sit back at the end and, just ride it out for the most part, not even worry about qualifying, which, I mean, you can't really blame them. It's a long race, so maybe take it easy for a little bit and see what happens.
Dylan Fox on the wall coming through turn 5. He's off the track. Now, I'm going to go on board here with Michael Walls here from the 83 camp. And I'm on his onboard right now. And this is something I wanted to talk about earlier before we got a little distracted. This track's interesting mainly because of this car combo. Because look at the onboard of the 83. Coming downhill, it's a completely blind corner. That big dent over there, that big up hit over there in the hood completely blocks their vision in these downhill corners. And throughout some of these tighter corners as well.
And you can even see, like, coming out of a lot of these corners, just that the steering wheel is completely turned in the opposite direction. Really got to get the rotation on the car, but as well, you got to make sure you don't spin out. And you saw with Mike Walls going downhill, he was completely sideways. His lap time here is a 13.396, so definitely going to look for a lot of improvement. He sits 9th on the charts.
Yeah, and that's the thing about this car is that it goes so slow, and you'd think it would have a lot of grip as a result, but that is quite the opposite. This thing has no grip whatsoever. If you get on the throttle, those tires are going to begin to spin, and you're going to be sliding. As look at Michael Walls going down into turn 3, locking up. You're going to be seeing a lot of that tonight. These brakes are horrid on the mini stock. Any amount of brake pressure is going to cause those things to lock up, and it's all about that balance, that gentle balance of brake pressure versus turn-in to really perfect these corners.
I compare this kind of car to like a Mazda Miata. In the sense, like, you don't really got a lot of horsepower under the hood, but the tires are really small. It's a bulky. It's not really an aerodynamic sensitive car. So it's as much of a brick as you can get, and you can even hear just the gearing on that 42. He doesn't shift gears until he comes downhill. That just tells you the amount of rotation he is looking for. He is desperate for grip. But I would say in the sense of, that's where handling really matters on cars like these. He's trying to just try to find any sort of 10th that he can gain. And gains a couple tenths there, 113 flat. But again, similar to a Miata, you don't got a lot of horsepower under the hood. So you really got to make up your time in the corners with the grip. Try to get whatever you can because you're not going to really have too much on the straights. You can just see in turn 3 and 4 is so important, especially getting a good exit in turn 3 because you're immediately going into turn number 4. So getting that proper rotation, it's almost like you kind of got to do a straight shot, if you will, coming from turn 3 and onto turn 4 and getting that right apex going into turn 5. Definitely a different lap this time from Mike Walls. Definitely shifts in the middle of that section compared to last time where he just kept it in the same gear. See what his lap looks like here.
Hyder runs 3 tenths faster, I believe.
Sorry, I had to take a phone call really quick. 2 minutes to go here in qualifying. It's right now Hyder, Roldan, Hankins, Harrison, Botting, Moses, Suarez, Sawinski, Walls, Steinbach, and Fox. And I do want to bring up Dylan Fox. Oh no, it's a rough session there for him. They were last to get into the session. They're not even on the... I just found them on the track at the moment. They're running P11, almost 3 seconds behind second to laps. I thought that Tolsma and Steinbach were going to be the bottom of the field here tonight. Dylan Fox is by himself here tonight.
Ooh,
and,
yeah.
I mean, you're watching him overdriving the corners. He's having a really hard time out there.
And he got into the session pretty late, so he didn't really get to practice at all. And we got some recent development that it looks like Dylan Fox, he's going to be running that red-hot racing machine all by himself tonight. So, I mean, he's going to get a lot of experience, don't get me wrong. And again, it's a long race. So getting those laps under his belt, I think, is going to be the key, especially for the first half. But boy, it's going to be a rough start to this race, I think, for Dylan Fox.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're coming here to what will be everyone's final lap here. You might be able to come back around and get one more started, but at this point, the last lap that you put is what's going to be on the board, so you got to make it count. You're thinking about guys like Steinbach and Walls that are right now bottom of the board. They need to find some time. Daniel Botting just passed the start-finish line, just ran their fastest lap of the race. They found a 10th, but they still run P5 at the moment. We just had Ronan Suarez cross the line. No improvement there from the 75K. Michael Steinbach, 2 seconds off. We're watching Bradley Sawinski wrecking, coming to the line hard into the tire barrier. That's going to put an end to their qualifying session. Keola Hankins is coming around with 18 seconds to go. We'll see if this is an improvement for them. Can they get second on the board here in qualifying? Here he comes, coming to the line. Keola Hankins is going to run a 1:15.071. That's not going to do the trick. Dylan Fox is barely going to miss out here. Time is out here in qualifying. Last lap will not count. He'll be starting dead last here in the field here tonight.
Getting so close for Dylan, and he was actually...
No, Dylan Fox got to the checker.
He got
to the flag, so he'll have 1:30 to finish his lap here.
Let's see how he looks. Riding on board with him right now. Let's see how he looks going to turn number 3.
A little bit of lockout.
Yeah, no, he's tiptoeing his way around here, trying to find some pace. He's looking for grip where he can find it. He's not comfortable putting the power down or putting any of the brake down. I mean, he's going sideways, breaking down into these corners.
He is trying everything he can right now. You see at the onboard, his steering wheel, he is so loose, trying to just wrestle that machine, trying to get any sort of grip that he can.
Here he comes down towards the end of the outside course, coming back onto the oval now with that deep right-hander. Again, continuing to tiptoe his way around the racetrack, especially throughout this section. He's not comfortable around here yet. Here comes the sharp left-hander sideways, coming out of the corner, holding on to her.
Save it, buddy. There you go.
Will this be an improvement here for Dylan Fox? 117.3 is the time to beat. 114.6. He will not be starting last.
There you go.
Good news. I believe he... Wait.
Oh.
It didn't count.
It didn't count. Dylan Fox went
he
off
still
the
starts
track.
last.
God damn it.
Wow. So they just let him do that for nothing. Wow, iRacing. Just wow. That is just heartbreaking. He was putting together a decent lap, too. I mean, considering that his first lap was a 1:17, to make up 3 seconds with a minimum to no practice. Your first laps are in qualifying, and he made up 3 seconds like that. It may boast well for some hope for him in the race, but dang, that sucks to see him not being able to, see the reward for his troubles.
And with that, let's get the starting lineup here for the 2.4 Hours of Loudon. AJ Hyder and Connor Trafari start from pole position here tonight. They're looking to win the first exhibition event of the year. Aiden Robertson and Diego Roldan will be starting in second position. Keola Hankins and Landon Warren will be starting third, with Ethan Harrison and Aiden Smith the fourth starting fourth. Then it's going to be Owen Chabinski and Daniel Botting starting fifth, with Ryan Arnold and Ethan Moses starting sixth. Moving on to our next row, In row 7, we got Ronan Suarez and Xander McKinney, followed by Bradley Sawinski. And I'm going to be for real with you. I don't have it pulled up, but
Be real with us.
he has a teammate. He does have a teammate. Believe me, he does. Michael Walls and whoever his teammate is going to be starting in 9th. George Tolsma and Michael Steinbeck will be starting in 10th. Dylan Fox all by himself will be starting 11th. 11 cars in the field here tonight for the next 2.4 hours to decide a first of its kind here at ASCA, not an exhibition race, a endurance race. First of its kind. ASCA's never done it before. And we'll see if anyone can put a stop to AJ Hyder and Connor Trafari tonight in getting the win.
Well, this definitely should be an interesting event. My question is going to be, who's going to take it easy at the start? Who's going to really drive hard throughout the race? And, you know, it's definitely going to be interesting, especially with who's going to be starting out in front of the cars. Like, who's going to be, you know, let's see here. So Hyder's going to start off. I like that idea, you know, try to pull away really, you know, get a nice big lead. That way when it's time to change drivers, you know, you got a good enough advantage. Not saying that Connor is a bad driver at all, but, you know, I think this duo is going to be the most dangerous out of everyone here.
Now I do. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Here you go ahead, brother. You got something to say? Go for it.
Yeah, I was definitely going to say, Owen Chabinski starting off here with the GMC. On iRacing says he's number 31, but in the technically no number, so we're just going to say the GMC truck thing, and the GMC thing. So definitely interested to see how this team does, especially early on. They definitely got pace, so are they going to make use of it early on, or are they going to sit back, wait for the track to come to them, and then really take off? That's going to be the car I'm watching, or the thing I'm watching.
Well, I think that Daniel Botting, once he gets in the car, he's really going to show a lot of pace. Ever since he got his new internet towards the end of the season, we saw in that final race in Homestead, he put the car P7 during qualifying. That was his best qualifying run of the year. And I think that this new internet's really going to be paying off when it comes to his overall speed. Before we go green, I want to go look over the weather conditions on the track at the moment. Right now, 71 degrees here on the track, but the track temp is a wonderful 116 degrees Fahrenheit. No wonder these guys are struggling for grip. It is hot out there. It's partly quiet now. It's going to be a little bit 2-mile-an-hour wind. No rain in the forecast. We're not doing some rain racing unless Chris has something up his sleeve, but I don't think he thought too that far ahead. But we are getting set here for 2.4 hours of action. AJ Hyder, Aiden Roberson is going to be leading them to the green here from Loudon Road Course Speedway. Let's do it to the restart zone, and we're underway here for the 2.4 hours of Loudon.
Everyone taking care of themselves after that restart was a little bit jobbled up. But to no one's surprise, you got Hyder leading the charge.
As you say that, there was a 3-wide move there. That's the 87 of Ethan Harrison making some moves from 4th to 2nd down into turn 1. Oh, we got trouble. Oh, no, Owen Chabinski sideways off the bumper of the 42. Sideways he goes. That was Walls that made contact with him. And the GMC truck is now under pressure from Ronan Suarez as they go side by side into turn 5.
Got a little bit of a gap, so he's able to take care of himself for now, but he looks like he's about to lose another position to that 75 car. I mean, that's a shame, especially early on. You know, you don't want these mistakes to happen, get behind on the 8-ball early on. But let's see, it's a long race, a timed race as well. So, I mean, if I'm OJ, just... Oh, geez.
Yeah, we got trouble. Yeah, Ronan Suarez hit him. Coming out of the corner, I think Chabinski showing his displeasure. A little bit of contact between Ronan Suarez and Owen Chabinski, while George Tolsma holds them all up. Well, that's going on. Battle for 2nd going on. Or battle for 3rd, I should say. Right now, Kaola Hankins, Aiden Robertson are going at it on the track. That's the Hello Kitty team machine going up against the insurance fraud machine.
Oh, OJ gets a little bit of a run, making that outside line work. He's going to get the inside now, and he's going to force the 75 to take the long way around.
Turn in front of the field.
Oh, no! Trouble!
Uh-oh!
He's in the middle of the track. Everybody has to make evasive action, and they will. Let's take a replay. Going down into turn 3. Everything is looking smooth here. A little bit of contact there from Bradley Sawinski to the back of Aiden Robertson. And does he just get... Oh, was there contact between the 20, or did he just get loose? Hold on. Let's get a better camera angle here. Oh, that's a hard look. Let's see. If there was, it might have been net code. I think there might have been a little bit of net code there between the 85 and the 28 that caused Aiden Robertson to go spinning.
Yeah, because I don't think he was necessarily loose. Look at the cockpit. Didn't sound like he was loose.
AJ Hyder just ran the fastest lap of the race, 1:11.450. He is not slowing down one bit. He's trying to pull away as fast, as quickly as possible. 2.2 seconds between himself and Ethan Harrison.
And the battle between the GMC and the 75 is not over at all. OJ, once again, going to try to force the 75 to take the long way around turn 3, but the 75 just diamonding the corner and immediately getting back onto the inside of Chabinski. Chabinski's got a pretty good car, I can tell, because he's able to make he's able to make the outside line work as opposed to the 75. But the 75 definitely is a lot better in terms of corner entry, really diving it in deeper than Chabinski.
And they're going to continue their fight downhill. Ronan Suarez making a peek. And I want you to think about this. Owen Chabinski has a lot to prove here tonight. Not only does he have a great teammate in Daniel Bonnie to assist, but after those last few races of Season 7, a lot of his confidence faded away. He had some of the worst runs of his career, even going back to his Season 1 days. That was just how horrendous it was with all the wrecks he was getting involved in. And Ronan Suarez has something to prove, too. He's been waiting all this time to run some races. And now he has an opportunity to show what he can do. And to the inside goes Ronan Suarez, trying to finally make this pass on Owen Chabinski. Mere inches apart on the track, even making a little bit of contact.
Still making a little bit of contact. Suarez slid up the track a little bit. And if you're Ronan Suarez, you'd like to clear Chabinski going to turn 3, which he does right there. And now I think you can start seeing that 75 pull away just a little bit. But if I'm OJ here, I wouldn't even worry about this battle too much. Just stay within the 75, but don't waste all your time fighting him. I mean, just take it easy. You got involved in an incident already, and you're still fighting the guy that you got involved with the incident with. So I imagine, OJ, the tempers are probably still flaring after what happened at the first lap. So just take it easy. Calm yourself down. There's still plenty of racing to go. Still got over 2 hours and 20 minutes left of this race.
We had a wreck coming back onto the oval. Bradley Sawinski slammed the curb. Oh, no, he hit the wall. He either hit the curb that hard. Yeah, I think he might have hit the curb. He went around, gave the smack there to the tire barrier, and lost 2 spots there to Ethan Moses and the 42 of Micah Walls, as now they're having a big battle here for 4th place.
Beacon into the inside. And you see that melon car, he's going to do just like OJ did, force the 42 to take the long way around. Now the key is going to be trying to defend that bottom, because you see what the 42 does. He just diamonds the corner and gets that straight line speed. But good job from the melon machine to get the power down on the exit. And will he have the whole corner to himself? Nice rotation. All right. Good stuff here from the 404.
Yeah, watch what Ryan Arnold's doing. He's purposely running a little wider down here to these corners. He's pinching that passing opportunity. He's doing it here as well. He's opening the door, but making Walls force a long way around. Look at that crossover move, though, by Michael Walls. That is not what Ryan Arnold was expecting. They're going double file into a corner where it's supposed to be a single file line. They're going to give each other the fair space. Clean racing here between Michael Walls and Ryan Arnold as they come back onto the front straightaway. And Bradley Sawinski's trying to find his way through.
Well, let's see how they navigate themselves here.
Great job by all 3 of these guys to keep it clean. Michael Walls clearing the 404 Ryan Arnold, and Bradley Sawinski taking the open opportunity around the outside, now back down inside, trying to make it 2 for none here for Ryan Arnold. A little bit of door slamming.
Ooh.
Coming through turn 3. That's that kind of heartburn turn action that we've been looking for. And there goes the pass for Bradley Sawinski, getting past Ryan Arnold. The watermelon machine not doing good so far, losing 2 positions in a matter of a lap.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to appreciate that, but actually, did something happen here with the 75 and OJ? I saw the 75 get on the grass a little bit.
Let's take a look. They must have, because there was a pass here for position. I don't think there was anything.
Ooh, he got really loose. Yeah, no, but he got really loose coming out of one of the corners is what happened.
He did, yeah.
He tried to save it.
And that allowed Owen Shabitsky to get back through, and he is pulling away. Something is going very wrong with the 75 of Ronan Suarez. Whether that be some kind of damage he might have experienced, whether it be the tires already fading away. 116 degrees out on the track temp right now. I can't imagine that these small tires are holding up very well. Bradley Sawinski, while on the word, is making a dive to the inside, down to turn 1. But that 42 of Michael Walls is going to defend it nicely.
And there's not a lot of horsepower on these cars, so corner exit is so important to get that straight line speed. And like you mentioned, a hot racetrack, small tires, handling is more important as he nearly
sideways!
He actually spins himself sideways.
Yeah, that's the second time that he's done that already. He did that a couple laps ago when exiting the road course, coming back onto the oval. Bradley Sawinski's very fast, but he is overdriving those tires big time. A lot of throttle that's being used. And clearly those tires are not able to hold up.
Well, in the meantime, we got a battle here for the third spot. You got Keola Hankins and the Hello Kitty Racing Machine going up against the 87 machine. And that is, let's see.
Ethan Harrison.
Ethan Harrison.
Yeah, this is a battle for second right now. Ethan Harrison had a really good start. He started outside the top 4, made his way back up to second after 1 lap. But it seems like Keola Hankins has a little bit more pace right now as he's trying to make this pass. But Ethan Harrison is not an easy pass to make. He's made that clear throughout his rookie campaign. He got really sideways, though, coming through 1 and 2. That opens the door for Keola Hankins to go around the outside.
Well, you're going to see what Harrison's going to do here. He's going to let him at the bottom, and then he's just going to give himself all that space and just drive it off in the corner. Not exactly what I thought he'd do. I thought he'd cut the corner a little bit more, but still got the speed he needed. And let's see what he'll do here coming into this turn. Is he going to dive bomb it? No, he actually stays behind the 6, but taking a little bit of a tighter turn, diamonding the corner, trying to get that exit speed compared to the 6. But overall, yeah, something happened to him in the middle of turns 1 and 2, and that has allowed Keola Hankins to hold off for the most part.
Yeah, he's overdriving these corners, trying to get back to Hankins, but you can see what that's causing for him to do. He's losing a lot of time now on that number 6 Hello Kitty machine. Keola Hankins and Landon Warren have second place sorted, and Ethan Harrison and Aiden Smith are going to have to figure out how to hold on to third while also trying to get back up to the Hello Kitty machine.
There's some decent battles on track, especially early on, given how it feels like the whole field is spread out. Because, I mean, AJ Hyder's already pulled away to an 11-second lead over second place. We got some, pocket battles. Obviously, we got the battle for second, the battle for third. The battle for fourth. Looks like it could be heating up. Those guys, I believe, looking on the timesheet, they're only separated by a couple hundreds, and that is at 42 and the Mellow Machine. So both of them are still going at it. I just realized Mellow Yellow versus Fail Melon.
Oh yeah, the Melon Machines are going to be going at it here for fourth place. I think that right now Michael Walls does have this track a little bit more figured out than Ryan Arnold does, but we'll see if Ryan Arnold can find some pace. We know that when he figures out a track, he could be quite the driver to master. We'll see if anyone can hold him off later on in the day. Bradley Sawinski, I think, is faster than both these guys, but he's making a lot of mistakes out there. We've already seen him make 2. If he can clean those mistakes up, we'll be seeing him back up there very soon to try to make something happen.
See the times here. No one's really at risk of being lapped yet. Maybe besides the 5 car, but he's still got about 20 seconds in front of between him and Hyder.
Well, while we do have this small portion,
we got a certain person in the audience. Should we bring him on?
Is it who I think it is?
Yes, it is. It's the Dominator.
Hold on, wait. Now you're confusing me. Who? Hold on, I'm going to take a look at this. I need to understand. Where the hell are we? There we are. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, bring him in. We're going to be bringing in Caden Mobley Kelly here. Hey, Caden.
This guy was not on the approved guest list.
Hey, shut your mouth, Chris.
Yeah, we may have knew him without your permission.
Anyway, I just want to come in because I remember that the 24-hour of Loudon was today. I looked at the stream.
Yeah, so
I saw
bad
AJ was
news.
dominating.
It's not 24 hours.
It's 2.4 hours. And it's not even
Yes,
2.4 technically, it's 2.25.
No.
Chris fucked up.
Well, I'm talking from the race.
Yeah, 2.4. Armani, what is 0.4 of an hour?
Oh.
Armani, you might be a dumbass. Armani's a
Armani,
dumbass.
it's not 2 hours 40
Armani.
minutes.
Armani.
I would think.
It's
Anyway, continue.
it's
Continue.
our whole value is in a 0.6.
Freebird.
You know,
Continue.
it's better for
Hold on.
Armani to get these kind of dumbass
I'm getting
comments
some
out of the way.
reports of debris out there on the racetrack.
I think I confirmed those debris sightings.
All right, man. Caution is out.
And
Caution
caution's
is
out
I
for the
think a
first time
lobster got on the
today.
racetrack. I think we got a lobster on the racetrack.
10 minutes into the race, we are going to be having our first yellow for debris somewhere on the track.
Anyway, so before I go, I'd like to make my race prediction of who will win the race.
Who do you think's going
This
to
one
win?
may
I want
shock
to
you
hear it.
guys.
Yeah.
There's this guy driving the number 5. I think his name is George Tulsma.
Oh,
I think he has it in the bag, bro.
God.
Dude.
Yeah, man. I think George has it in the bag. You know, he's sandbagging right now, trying to let the field, get comfortable. You know what I mean. He's gonna come back and surprise everybody, man.
He's wrecking. He almost wrecked the thing.
He almost wrecked.
He's by himself and he almost wrecked it.
that
Freebird,
face, man.
Freebird. Before you go, do you have any announcement in terms of a certain sheriff's office sponsoring another ASCA race?
I have no clue what that's about. There's going to be a sheriff's office. We're currently going through some more reorganization and staff restructuring. Moving some things around. Sheriff. He's been missing for like the last 15 years. We don't know where sheriff went.
No, I'm still here. Sheriff's right here.
We don't know where sheriff. We don't know where the sheriff
Well, he's lying.
We don't know where sheriff went. Anyway, keep sheriff in your prayers. Thank you. Have a good race.
Yeah. Thank you, Kate
There goes
Mobley
the
Kelly. Remember,
nominator.
guys, go ahead and make your prayers in the chat for the sheriff.
sheriff.
I forgot his name, but for the sheriff. Yeah, well, I remember I talked to sheriff a few years ago. He was a very nice gentleman.
They offer you a job at the sheriff's office?
You've already given me a job. I'm already part of the team.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you guys elected me after I had you guys muted that one stream, and I was just giggling I can't say what I was laughing like, or else I get in trouble. But you get the idea.
You'd break a rule in the ASCA rulebook.
I would be breaking a rule. Caution's out for the first time today, and we do have some drivers on pit road. Ethan Harrison's bringing it in, along with Micah Walls. They're coming in. Here comes Ryan Arnold as well. So there's going to be some tire changes here. Bradley Sawinski overdriving the box. So is Ryan Arnold. Jesus Christ. The 28's having a really hard time getting in the box right now. So is Owen Chabinski bringing it in along with Aiden Robertson. Aiden Robertson has a big dent on the front of that 85 machine. They're going to go and try to repair that, possibly using their one fast repair early on here in this race. Dylan Fox going to be coming in as well. And George Tolsma still coming around the track trying to catch up. And in George Tolsma fashion, he's going to stay out.
I was going to say, how do you overdrive the pit box in this car?
Well, he overdrove it, then he went reverse, and then overdrove it in reverse, missed the box again, and then he came back forward. Ronan Suarez taking a bit of a trip through the grass here through turn 5 under caution. Now, lights are off on the pace car. And I don't know if that's just because we're at a road course or if that means we're going green, but we only have 2 cars behind the pace car at the moment. I guess we're going back green. Okay. We're going back green with 2 cars. It's going to be AJ Hyder and Kaola Hankins bringing it in.
All right, man.
And the caution's immediately
we're
going to
back
come
to
back
caution.
out. Yeah, so caution's back out. I guess Chris couldn't extend the caution period for whatever reason, so we're
You
going to
shortened it.
Oh. Well, Christopher made a little bit of a mistake then. So AJ Hyder will be still leading. Kaola Hankins in second. Ronan Suarez in third. Ethan Harrison still out on the track. I don't think we've had any driver changes so far. Still Bradley Sawinski. George Tolsma still on the track. Owen Jabinski. Yeah, no driver changes so far. Everyone's still keeping it the same running order.
Yeah, I don't understand what the point of that was, considering that Hankins and Hyder are literally about half a lap or a quarter of a lap ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, so we're going to need a little bit of time here to get everyone re-racked. During this, Armani, if you don't mind, I would like to take a little trip over to one of our VCs to talk to one of the teams. I think the first one we're going to talk to, let's talk to Owen Chabinski and Daniel Botting. They had an interesting start to this race.
Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can find...
Owen Chabinski, Daniel Botting, coming in from the booth.
Hello.
Yeah, hey guys, want to talk about that
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast, guys. We had first going down to turn 3 on the first lap. There was a little bit of muscling over there between, I believe it was, all I know is that you got ran over.
75.
It was
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
running stores. We just kind of got in there 3 wide and just kind of drew the short stick there. Not a lot we could do there, but
yeah.
And how's the racing with Ronan
sucks,
Suarez
but-
been like?
Actually, OJ has to answer that.
it hasn't been bad. You know, he's honestly faster throughout most of the track, but I'm able to just kind of keep the pace up because he gets real loose. He's real heavy on the throttle. So especially going up the hill and then out of Brazil, he's just real loose, and I'm able to kind of claw back there.
And when it comes to your qualifying effort, you guys had a really good qualifying effort. Started 4th, and now
Yes,
you're
sir.
sitting in 9th. What's happening out there?
You know, this car, everyone got the same thing. We took my 1991 GMC Sierra, and we just squished it down. So that thing, it's got a 30-year-old engine in it.
I believe it.
I
Yeah,
see
you know.
All right, well,
all the horsepower went into that qualifying lap, and now we're here.
We put money into the quality set, but not the race set.
all right. Well, in that
Yeah.
case, I'm gonna go and leave you guys to it. Hopefully, you guys can turn this race around here on this next.
Wait, hang
race.
on.
What's up?
Hang on.
Yeah, what's up?
You think our
You
spot-
gotta play this. The Spartan Motorsports ad people told us to
I'm
have
paying
you play
attention.
that.
There's a field here.
Let me take a look. Here I got it. I could play it. Here, I'll only play the audio. Let's see.
Thank you.
What is going on? Why are you all stopped?
I don't know. There must be rain.
Or did you guys overdrive?
Everyone
What
passed
is
the pace car.
happening? Did you all pass the pace car?
No, it told me to pass the pace car.
The pace car's...
Yeah, he's coming up to you
Yeah.
guys now, and he has 2 cars behind you. What is happening right now?
Anyways, it's GMC Truck Month here at Spartan
Let's
Motorsports.
just
Here, I'll play it.
Can live with America. A truck you can work with America. A truck you can play with America. A truck you can stay with America.
What?
It's Action Cash with $500 cash back on new 1991 Sierras equipped with automatic transmissions. Get in the action today.
GMC truck. It's not just a truck anymore.
See Ray, New Kensington, Bud Bear, Washington, and Massey GMC Truck Door.
Aiden, Team Orders, this is your ride next season?
Yeah,
Well,
and I wouldn't be doing that. Your ride's on the table for next season, buddy.
with that, we're gonna go ahead and head back over to the booth. Thanks for talking to
he's
us,
still
guys.
here?
Yeah, you're welcome.
And that was the GMC camp with Daniel Botting and Owen Chabinski. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the ad. They did not pay us for that slot, so I might get in trouble a little bit later. But
Say it back.
hi,
Say it back.
what GMC truck
You
month?
said love you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, I love you too, I guess.
Alright, fuck you.
All right, we're going back green here. Hitting about the 2-hour mark. 2 hours to go here in this race. AJ Hyder and Kaola Hankins will be bringing it back to the green, to the restart zone, and we're back underway. A good jump there from Hyder down into turn 1. Harrison trying to retake second place. There comes Ryan Arnold, making it 3 wide for second, coming out of turn 2 and heading towards turn 3.
Still almost 3 wide. Everyone trying to sort things out. 3 wide going into turn number 3.
Oh!
Contact.
42 going sideways. That's Michael Walls in the 42. 3 wide between Bradley Sawinski and Ryan Arnold. They're all going to sort each other out. Still side by side between Walls and Arnold going down to turn 5.
Everyone doing a pretty good job so far.
Oh, look
We
at
got a
that
big
bump from
stack
Bradley
up here, the 28
Sawinski.
and the 6.
4 wide almost.
3 wide.
Oh, we got trouble.
Look at Chabinski. Hang on to her.
Chabin-
Oh, it's third. Oh.
Chabinski
wow.
keeps it off the tire barrier. We will keep it green. Let's take a look at what happened. Here it was. It all started going down into turn 5. Contact here between Bradley Sawinski and the 2 and the 6 of Keola Hankins. Then it's going to be 3 wide between Chabinski, Walls, and Hankins. And the overcorrect from the GMC machine sends him sideways. And just like that, around he goes.
I guess if there's anything for OJ's, you might as well get all this bad luck out of the way now and not later on in the race.
Absolutely. Bradley Sawinski with a big lockup going down into turn 3. Almost slammed into the back of Ryan Arnold, who runs 3rd. Right now, it's Hyder, Harrison, Ryan Arnold with a dive to the inside. An overdrive from Ethan Harrison. The Fail Melons machine is coming to life. A little bit of contact there between Ryan Arnold and Ethan Harrison as they come downhill.
Now let's see how they sort this out. Sideways for Ethan Harrison. A big turn going into that set of corners, and that allows the 28 to just slip right past him. Falls all the way down to 5th.
Ryan Arnold now up to 2nd. Bradley Sawinski finds himself in 3rd. Ethan Harrison falling down the order from 2nd to 4th, and it might not be done yet. Michael Walls is on the attack.
What happened, Chris? Nope, thought he said something.
Yeah, something's wrong here with Ethan Harrison. He is falling back big time.
This would be such a good race if we just took AJ Hyder out of the picture.
It really would be. We should ban him.
We should. We should force him to start in the back every time.
Michael Walls inside on the 87 of Ethan Harrison. A little bit of door banging coming out of turn 3 as they head towards turn 5. Side by side, Ethan Harrison with a big dive during the 42 wide. Here comes Keola Hankins to capitalize. More contact being made.
You know, I'll say this. Mentioned it with Hyder, but I thought this race would be a lot more spread out than it is right now. But, ooh, look at the dive bump from the 42, and he's going to make it stick.
Yeah, these two are not pleased with each other. More contact, 3 wide, going down into the final corner. This is a 1-lane move right here, making it 3 wide into there. They're all going to sort it out. Michael Walls makes the pass. Ethan Harrison still all over the back bumper. I don't think these two are pleased.
And Hankins wisely just says, you know, I'm going to back out of this. These two are going to make a mistake, and I want to be there to capitalize. Look at Harrison. He thinks about diving it in, but the 42th hole, he thinks, I'm going to dive it in too, and Harrison actually backs out.
Yeah, Harrison's having some kind of problem. He might have cooked the tires. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the 87. That won't help with a big lockup down to turn 3. Keola Hankins had an awful restart from 2nd all the way down to 6th place. He's trying to get back into the top 5. Ethan Harrison blocking his way.
These 3 can't escape each other. And this has produced some great racing on track.
Here's the crossover move there from Keola Hankins. He's been real good at that, and that will be a clean pass by Keola Hankins as he moves up into 5th place. Ethan Harrison falling apart on the track.
Tell you what though, Hankins has ran a pretty smart race. He's not trying to get in any trouble, trying to avoid all the mayhem, and just been letting the race come to him. You know, there's a spot available, he's gonna take it. You know, but if he sees some chaos, he's gonna back out. So I kind of like the race that Keola Hankins has been running, but it's a shame that, you know, kind of that 2nd place guy on the outside has really struggled on the restarts, and that's why he's fallen all the way down to 5th.
So, you might have not noticed this, but we have a new leader, Bradley Sawinski. AJ Hyder has done a drive-through. I can only assume what's happening here is that he's getting bored, and he actually wants to race. So he's done a drive-through. He is now fallen back to 7th.
Nope, nine car hit a pothole, started leaking oil. We had to give him a drive-through penalty.
Did you get?
Oh, that right, driver.
So I think I see. Okay, all right, yeah. So that's definitely what happened. So Bradley Sawinski is now the leader. Ryan Arnold is on his tail. And they're going to go hard out of here for the lead, coming downhill, coming towards the oval. Bradley Sawinski took back second earlier, and with that very mysterious drive-through penalty from AJ Hyder, Bradley Sawinski has taken over the lead, but it might not be that way for too much longer. Ryan Arnold with a strong final corner. He's all over the bumper of the 28 now, coming out to the front straightaway.
And getting that corner exit is so important. Again, almost no horsepower in these cars, so you need to gain as much speed as possible in these corners to get the acceleration ahead of everyone going into the straight.
Coming towards turn 3, Sawinski doing a good job holding off Arnold. Arnold's done a great job putting Hail Melon into this position. Look at that lockup from Bradley Sawinski. That's an open door that's going to shut by Bradley Sawinski, but he's still sideways coming out of turn 4. Arnold's going to take evasive action, trying to peek to the right side, but Sawinski's going to block that too. And this is allowing Michael Walsh to get involved in this battle. We're about to have a 3-car battle for the lead.
Almost some contact made with the Hail Melon car in the 20. The Fail Melon car in the 28. I knew I was going to say that eventually.
I did it earlier. It's fine.
It's fine. But I'll say this, though. Given the issues that the 28 has had, I thought he's been doing a really good job of playing defense. Again, considering that car is all but sideways at this point, he's done a very good job playing defense.
Michael Walls with the dive to the inside, into the final corner. The 404 of Ryan Arnold taking evasive action into the grass to try to avoid making contact. That's allowing Sawinski to pull away, while Walls and Arnold fight for second, door banging towards turn 1.
Didn't you say that set of corners is supposed to be single file?
They're not. They're proving me wrong tonight, Armani. They're making double file, 3 wide moves going down to those set of corners. It's incredible to watch.
Ooh, look at Arnold here. He's going to get a big run going into turn number 3.
They didn't get the rotation he needed. Sawinski locked up, going down into turn 3. That's allowing Michael Walls to close in. Michael Walls has never raced an ASCA race before. This is technically his debut. It might be an exhibition, but he's never done an official ASCA race before. And he's showing quite the debut out here in the 42 Kyle Petty machine.
Yeah, pretty good job. I mean, he's running second right now. He definitely had a lot of pace over everyone. Yeah, maybe we'll see him in the future, possibly in some, ASCA Cup Series races.
Yeah, Season 8's coming up soon. If you guys have been keeping up with the website, with our X account, we've released the schedule for next season. It's looking really exciting. Sign-ups will be coming up very soon. You guys watch out for that. We are always looking for new drivers to join our ranks here at the ASCA Cup Series. And maybe you could become the next ASCA champion next season, Season 8.
Well, not if AJ Hyder has anything to say about it.
Well, AJ right now just passed the 77 of Ethan Harrison, and that's moved them up to 5th place, back up into the top 5, 6 seconds behind the leader of Bradley Sawinski. And we have trouble. Oh boy, that was a close call. Going down to turn 3, Diego Roldan has come back onto the track. First time he's on the track here today with the first driver swap. 1 lap down, overdrove turn 3 and almost got in the way of Keola Hankins. He is now making evasive action, letting all the lead lap cars by, including AJ Hyder and Ethan Harrison.
Well, that's definitely interesting. I mean, I'm wondering how much practice Roldan got. I think he got a decent amount of...
Nothing.
Really?
He had 2 laps before tonight, according to him.
Wait, were those 2 laps what he was running earlier? When
trouble! Coming out of the final corner, Ryan Arnold too much into the grass, got the car sideways and went around. And just like that, Michael Walls has pulled away, and here comes Keola Hankins for 3rd. With a big dive to the bottom 2. Here we go. Battle for 3rd, raging on.
Credit to Arnold, at least he kind of went on the outside in case the move actually paid off, but holds off for that third spot. This is going to be a nice battle for the podium.
And with that, AJ Hyder is now on the scene. This will be a good battle for third. A big lockup from Keola Hankins. That will open the door for Hyder. But Hankins will close that door quickly and swiftly. Now trying to defend from fourth, while also trying to go after third.
Hey, did anyone else see that 9 car still leaking oil?
Oh yeah, maybe they need to give him another drive-through penalty.
Yeah, I think he's being a hazard on the track with all that oil he's putting in.
I mean, I'm seeing these guys getting real sideways. Oh, big lock up there from Keola Hankins. That will open the door for Hyder. Hankins isn't even going to fight that one. He's going to pull over for the 9. And just like that, Hyder moves back up into second. And then overdrive by Bradley Sawinski. He's on the oval coming out of the final corner. Big trouble by Bradley Sawinski. And that's going to give the lead to Micah Walls.
What is happening?
Well, let's see here. Replay.
Replay,
Yeah, Bradley Sawinski. Oh, big lockup by Sawinski. He slammed the curb coming towards that final corner. It just completely lost all grip. Had to take evasive action onto the oval and lost the lead. And now for third, here comes Hyder around the outside of Ryan Arnold. Arnold is not going to give it up. He's going to shove Hyder wide.
I am surprised how hard these guys are racing, considering we still got over an hour and 50 minutes to go.
Ryan Arnold couldn't do anything to stop Hyder. Hyder moves up into third. It's going to be second here. Bradley Sawinski struggling on those old tires. He loses second. Hyder with the drive-through from 7th to 2nd in only about 10 minutes. And Sawinski's having a problem. He is losing all grip now. He's lost third now as he tries to make a dive there on the failed balance machine, and he's spinning, coming out back onto the oval.
And he's in the wall.
Yeah, he's into the wall. Goes Bradley Sawinski, and from the lead to 7th for Bradley Sawinski.
Man, that's a shame. He went from leading the race. He was having a pretty good, all things considered, but he was just driving so hard from beginning to end. Again, there's still so much time left. No need to be that aggressive early on, man.
Yeah, well, he learned that the hard way. Now Michael Walls leads with no pressure for right now. 2 seconds behind is AJ Hyder, who surely will close in here within the next few minutes. And we'll see a great battle for the lead. Ryan Arnold holding on the third. Pressure, though, from Keola Hankins in fourth. Ethan Harrison has stabilized in fifth. Ronan Suarez just passed the lap car Diego Roldan. He's right now in sixth. Unfortunately for Bradley Sawinski, he's fallen all the way back to 7th after that. Chabinski right now sitting in 8th. Dylan Fox in 9th. George Tolsma right now in 10th. And as said previously, Diego Roldan sitting 1 lap down. The first driver swap of the night between Ada Robertson and Diego Roldan. He sits 1 lap down in dead last.
Tell you one thing. I'm going to ignore what Aiden just put in the chat. But I'm very interested to see how this race is going to turn out, especially with Michael Walls. Is he going to fight Hyder once he gets to him, or is he just going to let him go and just try to maybe learn something from the 9 to keep pace with him? Because the 9 car is still the fastest car on track.
Yeah, right now Gab has part of second. And according to Chris Lilly, he is out of beer.
Which... Wait, Chris, what beer did you get?
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels?
Oh.
What kind of, tell me again, Chris, what kind of Jack Daniels do you get?
It's a cocktail.
Cocktail? Okay.
They're light as hell, but they taste so good.
You know what's not light?
I'm not here to get hammered. I'm here to drink something that tastes good.
You see, Chris, that's your problem. Drinking's not supposed to taste good. It's supposed to get you hammered.
So
here's fucking Friday night.
Here's the fun part. I do have a beatbox in my mini fridge.
Okay, not during the broadcast. Not during the broadcast.
Oh no.
Anyways, here comes AJ Hyder.
Yeah, AJ Hyder's showing up here. We'll talk about the alcohol after the race. Right now, AJ Hyder on the attack. Now within a second of Michael Walls here for the lead. Like Armani said, we're about to see whether Michael Walls will pull over or will he put up a good fight and a better show for the fans here tonight between this battle between himself and AJ Hyder.
Well, let's see. That last lap was a 113.6 for Walls, and Hyder a 112.3. Okay, so he's about a second faster. All right, that's what we're doing.
Well, in that case, we're about to see a pass for the lead here. Already, Walls with a lockup into turn 3. Hyder being very composed right now against Walls, which is surely under a lot of pressure from the raging number 9, hauling him down here into turn 5.
I think you're going to see what Halls was going to anticipate here in this corner. Yeah, you just see, Hyder, he's so good in the middle of the corner, getting that rotation. And Walls, he is saying, if you want this lead, you got to earn it. And Hyder said, all right, I'll take it for myself. But Walls, he is not giving up at all. Look at this racing, and Hyder to the lead.
We'll see what Walls does here coming into the final corner. He's still within diving distance if he wants to make a move. He ekes a move, but it's not going to work. AJ Hyder back to the lead. Gave him about 10 minutes, and he was able to go from 7th to 1st. That's about 20 seconds that he gained on the field throughout that time. And he's surely got to start pulling away here.
Hey, you guys see any oil coming out of that 9 car?
You know, I do see, I didn't see any oil, but what I did see is that he was throwing litter onto the racetrack. Can we get a debris check really quick?
Oh, he was littering, you say?
Yeah, no, I think there might be some trash on the
track. Littering in a lot of states, I don't know about New Hampshire, but that's against the law.
It is. Can we get a deputy on site?
Yeah, can we get a deputy from the Daytona Beach Sheriff's Office?
Well, we did have one earlier, and then you kicked him out. We have a big battle here for 5th. Ethan Harrison, Ronan Suarez going at it with Roldan looking through. Ethan Harrison with the door bang to Ronan Suarez, and Roldan is cutting the surface through the grass trying to make this pass.
Well, that's definitely a way of doing it. You got one guy in the grass, one guy taking it wide, and the 87. Oh my God, what is happening?
Roldan is a lap car, keep that in mind. He's trying to have some fun out here, trying to make some passes, looking high, looking low. Harrison's parking the car exactly where he needs to hold off both of them. But if you're Ronan Suarez, you know that you have to pace. He already had trouble with Owen Chabitsky earlier. We'll see how tolerable he is against this defense from Ethan Harrison.
Well, Roldan, the 75. He's had Suarez has already been involved with a few drivers today. Obviously, Chabinski, one of them. And now Ethan Harrison. So, hour 45 left. Still plenty of racing to go, but he's been making a lot of enemies on track.
We'll see what Roldan does here. Roldan has to be careful here. You don't want to wreck a lead lap car. He's going to look all the way to the high side as Harrison pulls another big lockup going down into turn 3. There's the crossover move from Roldan. And he'll make the pass on Ethan Harrison. That is one less obstacle for Ronan Suarez, as now he's within direct diving distance of Ethan Harrison going down into turn 5.
Now the question is, Harrison, he's still trying to make it work, and I don't even blame Ethan Harrison, because if you can get Roldan between yourself and Suarez, obviously that is an advantage for yourself because you got a lap car in between, but Roldan, he is just pulling away now. I think he's finally starting to figure it out.
Yeah, Ronan Suarez right here, if he wants to make this pass to Ethan Harrison, he needs to keep in mind that Ethan Harrison is very prone to overdriving corners. You got to capitalize on those mistakes. It's what's been haunting him since the drop of the green flag. Or maybe stuff like that, where he hops the curb with the rear wheels, goes a little sideways, and now you got yourself a little bit of a run. Here comes Ronan Suarez down the front straightaway.
Ooh, let's see what happens here.
Another slight overdrive. Yeah, another slight overdrive that time from Ethan Harrison. Ronan Suarez running a lane lower. Not as much grip down there. Not as much banking. Not as much rotation from Ronan Suarez. Ethan Harrison continues to hold on to 5th place. Both of them with a slight lockup going down to turn 3.
Harrison, would you count that as cutting the corner?
I don't think so. I think if it's paved, it's good to use.
That's fair.
Whoa, Ronan Suarez sideways down the hill. That's just showing how little grip these guys have. Even downhill in the straight line, they're losing the back end of it. And Ronan Suarez had an opportunity to try to make that pass. I guess he wasn't comfortable going through that little kink there through 6 and 7. And he backed out of it and let Ethan Harrison go.
Well, I might as well keep looking at this battle because I just went through the field. That is literally the only battle on track right now. Unless you want to count the battle to stay on the lead lap between AJ Hyder and
George
the 25
Tolzma.
machine. Yeah, George Tolzma.
Wasn't
which,
that your
I don't
pick?
know. No, that was Caden's pick.
Whoa! George Tolzma shoving the leader wide!
Hey, no.
Oh, Marco Wally just right there! And George Tolzma just ran into AJ Hyder. They're continuing to make contact.
Let's go!
And just like that, Michael Walls takes back the lead.
Oh my god, George Tolzma terrorism reigns supreme!
We're going to take another look at that. George Tolzma was struggling, was about to go one lap down. And coming down into turn 3, he just is having, that's just such a poor entry. He has no rotation, locks up the car, forces Hyder wide, no contact there. But then as they continue towards turn 3, he's just not turning the car and just slams into AJ Hyder. And just allows Michael Walls through.
So are we sure no one told Tolzma to do that?
Look, I don't want to be mean towards the guy. I really don't.
Yes,
but
you
he
do.
He definitely did that on
Yes, you do.
accident.
Yes,
no
you
one,
do.
no one told him to do that. That was definitely something that he just did on his own accord.
Well,
What are we complaining about? Come on now. The leader.
Michael Walls now back to the lead with an hour 40 to go. More challenges for AJ Hyder. First, that caution. Second, that oil leak. And now this contact with a lap car and George Tolzma. And he's back to say he's got to fight back around Michael Walls.
well, we saw the last time that Walls, he'll definitely fight Hyder to keep that lead. So I assume he's going to do the same thing here when Hyder eventually catches up to the 42.
Right now, gap is 1.3 seconds. Surely within the next lap or two, that will close to only a few tenths. And again, I wanted to say this earlier, but a big shout out to Michael Walls' debut here at ASCA. He's never raced an ASCA event before, official or exhibition. No matter what happens here today, which will more than likely be an AJ Hyder win, this will be an impressive debut here for him. We'll see his teammate get behind the wheel of the 42 here a little bit later on. We'll see how he stands up against Michael Walls' speed. But no matter what, if we do see him in Season 8, he'll be one to watch for sure.
Well, if he runs the road courses like he's run this race so far, he'll definitely be a threat on tracks like that. Thinking about the Homestead Roval, which, speaking of the Homestead Roval, the Daytona Beach Sheriff's Office will be back for the Homestead Roval race.
Yeah. If you guys want to take a little bit more look at our schedule, it's on our website, ascaracing.com. We have a lot of fun tracks coming up this season. Homestead Roval being one of those tracks. Homestead Roval has a long history in our series, going all the way back to, I believe, Season 2. So we've had it for such a long time. A lot of great moments have come from that racetrack, and we're happy to be going back there in a few weeks' time. Right now, Michael Walls continues to lead, this time by 7/10 over AJ Hyder. We're about to see a battle for the lead here, fellas.
So, Chris, why did you rescind that black flag? You should have kept it. Make his life harder. Make his life harder. He needs it.
We're gonna let him do a little bit of racing. We still got a long way to go. Over an hour still. Hour and change.
Going down to turn 3, Hyder's on the bumper now. 4/10 between himself and Michael Walls. We'll see if Walls learned anything from their last encounter. Right here into turn 5 is when Walls made that mistake. He overdrove the corner. Hyder overdrives it this time. Had to shake the wheel a bit to avoid slamming into the back of the 42. And this time, Walls has a much better corner and is able to hold on as they go downhill towards the oval.
I don't know what Hyder's able to do. He's just able to get the power down in the middle of the corner, unlike anyone else, because you could see on corner exit, he just has so much more speed compared to everyone else. The rotation, able to stay on the throttle, not spin the tires. I believe that's been the main difference with this 9 car. A little bit different here in these set of S's here, and actually Walls gains a little bit of time back, but Hyder, he's still right there.
I'm curious what's going to happen when Trafari gets behind the wheel, because if this 9 team continues to have problems like they've had all day, Connor Trafari might not have as big of a buffer as they would have planned. When they chose AJ to get behind the wheel of this machine to start this race, they were attempting to try to gain a big enough gap in case anyone was quicker than Trafari, but that gap is not happening. You're seeing mistakes from both men right now. Michael Walsh with the lockup, Hyder with the slide, and they're going to be side by side coming through turn 4.
Now let's see what Walls does here. Is he going to try to pinch Hyder, force him around the long way?
Yeah, he's going to force him long right here, and I think that Michael Walls is going to pinch the 9. Sideways
really
he goes.
Sideways.
They'll continue side by side through the kink, inches apart, and AJ Hyder back to the lead past Michael Walls.
Yeah, Walsh is backed out of that. He said, I don't want a part of this. Let me try in a different corner and now try to fight it and take us both out of the race. Good, hard racing between the 9 and the 42. And back to what you said before about what Trafari's going to do. I mean, do we really need to answer that question? We all know what he's going to do.
Yeah, if anyone's in his way, he'll just wreck him.
Yeah, like Hyder, he just works them down. Trafari is just going to tear them down.
Looking through the field, AJ Hyder, as it looks like, actually, I'll take that back. Ethan Harrison made a pit stop. No driver swap in this 87 camp. They're going to keep Ethan Harrison on the track, but he will go 1 lap down. He right now sits 9th. Has not been a good race there for Harrison. He had a good start, got all the way up to 2nd. Now he's sitting back in 9th, and now you can see the advantage. Oh boy, close quarters racing between Ethan Harrison and Michael Walsh as they come through turn 4. But we're really going to see the advantage New Tires has versus old. Look at that advantage from Ethan Harrison. No contest being able to pull away from Michael Walsh.
And that did no favors for Walls in terms of his battle with Hyder, because that allowed that 9 car to just pull away to even a bigger advantage compared to the last time.
We'll see if Ethan Harrison can close in on AJ Hyder and see what the pass is. And all these teams, with the teammates that they have, they're seeing that. They're seeing Ethan Harrison running really quickly compared to everyone else on those fresh tires, and they're thinking to themselves, well, hey, maybe I should come in, get some fresh rubber, and try to bring the fight to Hyder.
Is there a limit on how many tires these guys have?
I don't think so. We do have a battle on the track. Bradley Sawinski and Owen Chabinski are going at it for 6th place. Bradley Sawinski continuing to have problems with the front of the car with no turn-in. More contact being made. Sawinski into Chabinski. They're going to continue side by side. Tempers are flaring between these two as they come towards the final corners.
The Battle of the Inskis, that's what I'm going to call this.
We had an incident between the 25 and the 8.
We did?
Well, let me
We
take
did. They were wrecking each other down the front stretch.
Well, let me take a little peek at it.
Hold
then.
on, let's see. Also, we got Wayne A. Kennedy.
Oh, boy, you're right. Here comes Diego Roldan. This was a battle for 10th place. This was for position. And George is just blocking him and dooring him down the straight. And Roldan's going to door him back and put him in the wall. Hard damage there on the 25. And that's actually not Tolsma in the car anymore. As they've just come in for a pit stop. Michael Steinbach is now behind the wheel at the 25. And I am noticing there's a car at the exit of pit road. Armani, are you seeing this?
Hold on, because Wayne A. Kennedy is in the audience, but, and OJ's in the grass. Hold on, we got a little bit of a battle here between OJ and the 28. Still, this is not over yet by any means with these two. Contact made. This battle is not over.
And Chabinski almost got to the corner panel of Chabinski almost got to the back of Sawinski as they come towards the final corners. These two have been trading bumps at each other for the last 2 laps as they fight it out for 6th place.
So is he still on pit road?
Yeah, right now, the 25 is. They're repairing some damage. We do have a new car on the track, though. And it appears that... Hey, are you seeing this?
What car am I looking for?
You're looking for... take a look at AJ Hyder for me. It appears that we have a new driver in the race. Is that our very own Chris Lilly? And it appears that Diego Roldan's gonna zip by anyway. And we're not under a caution period.
Hold on, can you let Wayne in? Because I know exactly what Chris is doing.
we are not under.
This is the caution period because the mini stocks are too slow to keep up with the pace car, so I am now the pace car.
So Chris Lilly has brought out his own version of a caution period. He will now be taking responsibilities of the pace car. Reason for the caution is unknown. And everyone's going to stack it up here behind him. We'll see guys coming down pit road this time by being let off with AJ Hyder.
This is phenomenal. Someone gonna let Wayne in?
I'll let Wayne in. We gotta bring the guy in. We gotta bring the man, the myth, the legend here. And coming into the audience now, we got Wayne A. Kennedy joining us here in the booth here for the remainder of the race. Wayne, why are you late?
I was bullying the guy at the 7-Eleven down the track. I was asking for directions. He didn't know what I was talking about. I had my
Jafari's
phone
in
there, so I had to get. It was kind of a struggle, you know.
As I can imagine, Wayne, how are you in the session right now? Are you seeing what's going on?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I actually got to see. Apparently, Mr. What's his name? Diego Rodon honked his horn before dumping good old George Tolsma.
Is that right? Well, you heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. Diego Rodon caught honking the horn before taking out George Tolsma. When it comes to pit strategy, everyone's on pit road. Pit stops are pretty long here, and you can see Connor Trafari sitting at the pit lane with the driver swap between AJ Hyder and Connor Trafari. Owen Chabinski and Daniel Botting are sitting right next to the pit stall, waiting for them to come on out. Owen Chabinski appears to have towed the car. Where did he go? There he is. We found him again. Owen Chabinski not with a driver swap just yet. He's still behind the wheel. And Ethan Harrison pit earlier, and with that early pit stop, he has taken the lead of the race.
And the 28 is Matthew Miles. He just nearly went into the tire barrier in turn 3.
Oh yeah, I see him over there. So with the driver swaps, right now Michael Wall's still in the car. Now in the 75 is Xander McKinney. Ronan Suarez was in the car for the first half, and it appears for the next hour, 30 minutes, Xander McKinney will be behind the wheel. Ethan Moses takes over for Ryan Arnold at the failed Mellencamp. And then Connor Trafari at the AJ Berger Enterprises machine takes over for AJ Hyder. Landon Warren is now in for Keola Hankins in the Hello Kitty machine. Right now it's still Owen Chabinski. And now Matthew Miles is behind the wheel of the 28 machine that Bradley Sawinski was under.
See if we can dial up the pace car driver. Hey, Chris Lilly, this is Armani in the ASCA Sports booth. You copy?
I got a copy, driver.
All right, driver. So you're out there pacing this field, and what have you seen so far with about
It's oil all over this racetrack. It would not surprise me if they penalize that 9-car again.
Is that right? Is that right? Now, there is a driver swap with that 9-car. So what do you think that's going to do? We going to see some, some nefarious actions?
I think Connor Trafari's going to drive through everybody.
Is that right? All right. Back to you, Gavin.
Thank you so much. Right now, the 25, Michael Steinbach, now behind the wheel of that machine. He's going to go around and get his lap back. That will put everyone on the lead lap. And hopefully, if we can pick up everybody, we'll be going back green this time by with a completely shaken up order. Ethan Harrison leading, Michael Walls in second. That's going to be Xander McKinney, Ethan Moses, Landon Warren, Owen Chabinski. Then we got Michael. Is that Michael Miles? Is that his name? Hold on, I'm just making sure. 1 second. I gotta get used to all these names. Matthew Miles, I apologize. Matthew Miles now behind
Call
the
him
wheel.
Larry Miles. His name's Larry. He just says the wrong name on his account. Just call him Larry Miles.
Larry Miles? I got Larry Miles. All right. Then we got
Larry.
Connor Trafari back in 8th, and then Fox rolled on and Steinbach. So, Armani, I want to ask you this. New front row, first time tonight. Ethan Harrison, Michael Walls. What are we expecting down to turn 1?
I'm expecting Ethan to dive bomb it. I'm expecting Walls to stay patient, but he's going to fight for that at the same time. This is going to be a really interesting duo going into turn number 1. And I can see it going to... I expect Ethan to dive bomb it regardless. I think he's going to overdrive the corner. And I can see Walls. He's going to follow him, but I think he's going to have enough rotation in the center of the corner to where he's able to get the exit speed that he needs, as we are taking a different path.
Yeah, so they're going to go and double it up here on the oval, so they have a big charge of speed towards turn 1. They're going to double file it up here. Ethan Harrison, Michael Walls are going to be bringing it to the green flag. These two have not done their driver swap yet, so they're going to have to find some time later on the race to perform that driver swap as they come towards the restart zone, and we're back underway.
All right, the 87 gets the launch. Let's see what he does here going to turn number 1. Lot of speed, a different restart compared to the previous times. And you can see how sideways he gets going to turn 1. That's going to allow the 75 machine to try to peek under the inside. Nothing yet there. Let's see what Ethan Harrison does this time. Are they going to go 3 wide into the corner?
Whoa, look at that!
Champ, but let's see the...
Oh, we got guys off!
2 cars going up.
Oh, my.
3 wide going into the next set of corners. Oh, it's Shabinsky. Look at this. OJ. OJ Shabinsky, come on, man. Come on, set it up. Pitch him inside. There you go.
Insanity taking place. Side by side. Door banging. Coming through the kink. Ethan Harrison. Owen Shabinsky.
The GMC machine. Now, come on. If you don't got it.
Oh, he throws him out of the way.
Contact. Contact.
Oh, I don't think Shabinsky's going to be too pleased about that one. Shabinsky going to get through a second into the wall. Oh, and Shabinsky with the overcorrect into the fence. Lots of crashes here. On this restart, we keep it green. Owen Shabinsky with a ton of damage. That's going to be Xander McKinney in the 75 with a ton of damage. And Ethan Moses as well.
Oh, we were about to have an OJ just leading the race. It would have been phenomenal. And of course, who's in second place? The freaking 9 car. Here comes Connor.
We'll have to take a look at some of the replays later of that accident. Right now, Ethan Harrison trying to hold on the lead from Connor Trafari. He's going to do a big lockup. Both of them big lockups down into turn 3. That's going to allow that 6 car of Landon Warren to close in. 4 car battle for the lead.
Well, at least now we have a race this time. I think it's the first time I've seen that 9 car lock up all day long.
Oh, down the inside! Connor Trafari down to turn 5. Caught Ethan Harrison off guard. Harrison's gonna turn him!
Oh my god!
Ethan Harrison takes out Connor Trafari.
The terrorist was turned!
Oh, Ethan Harrison with the dump that
All
opens
clear,
the door.
driver, all clear.
Opens the door for Landon Warren to take the lead, but Diego Roldan's all over the back bumper now for the lead.
You know, I think that was a completely clean move. What do you think, driver?
Oh boy, we're gonna have some good radio communication
I
later.
just heard it again. There's the horn again. Here comes Diego Roldan coming for the lead against that Hello Kitty car.
Hello Kitty.
He gave a little bump coming out of that final corner as a little bit of a call. Hey, I'm here, I'm ready to go for the lead. We'll see what Roldan does going down to turn 3.
Diamond's the corner, trying to get that run. Let's see what he does here going to turn number 3. I think Hankins got a little bit of a buffer. He doesn't got to worry about any dive bombs. Still locks it up. And just like I said, I mean, that 87 also sideways in 3rd place. But Hankins, or actually now it's Landon Warren, got a little bit of a cushion.
And I want you to think about this. The top 2 went completely winless last season. These 2 are so used to winning throughout their careers. Even if it's an exhibition event, they want to win so badly, and an open opportunity has just appeared itself. Side by side for 3rd as Ethan Harrison gets around Michael Walls. The battle between these 2 will continue as they come back onto the oval.
Watch it play out here. Nearly onto the bumper of the 87. They're in the grass looking for grip anywhere they can go, coming to the straightaway. This battle's not over, folks.
And we got a battle here. Trafari in the 28.
car.
The 28 car.
Uh-oh.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. What were they doing? They were dooring each other down as they appear the front straightaway. They were making contact all the way through. Almost hit the tire barrier. My goodness.
Oh, this is a battle that dates all the way back to the S's. The 28 gets a really bad set of corners. Both of them go into the grass.
Car and cash wreck and come and serve a drive-through.
The battle for the man. This race has turned on its head here in the last hour 30. Landon Warren continuing to lead. Diego Roldan you know, he's keeping up, but he's not really catching. He hasn't had an opportunity to actually make this pass yet. I'm really impressed by the speed behind the 6 of Landon Warren.
Well, Landon Warren in that 6 car, they've been fast all race long, just haven't had the opportunities, and they've been smart with their race. Trying not to get into trouble, running their own race, taking advantage of opportunities. So the only way I really see Diego Roldan getting by the 6 is that he's going to have to find a lot of pace, and he's going to have the 6
Or
make
he's
a
gonna make a
mistake.
move right now, side
or he's
by
just gonna
side
do
for the
that.
lead.
Let's go to rule number 1, what I said. Just find the pace, and let's see what Warren does here.
Yeah, Landon Warren, if he can continue side by side with him, he can have a good chance into turn 3, but Roldan so much quicker on that second groove. Diego Roldan going from 1 lap down to the lead. An incredible
With no
run
practice.
by Roldan. No practice either.
How about that?
We'll see what Warren can do to keep up.
And is that Xander McKinney going... Okay, he's picked up the pace. Looked like he was going slow coming back onto the straightaway.
Yeah, well, McKinney, unfortunately, all the way at the rear with a ton of damage. He's one of the 2 cars that overdrove turn 3 on that restart and went head-on into the wall. Sitting right now 9th at the moment. It has not been a good run here for Xander McKinney.
Everyone is pretty spread out. Actually, we got a little battle for 3rd here with Michael Walls and the 87 car. But they're about a couple car lengths between each other, so this could be a battle that goes on possibly later, but actually I do think the 87 is slightly pulling away from the 42, so ignore what I said.
Do my eyes deceive me? Look who's in 5th place.
Hold on.
Huh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dylan Fox has, who started last today, 3 seconds off second to last, Michael Steinbach, has found himself in 5th place. He has learned a lot today. He was the only team allowed to run without doing a driver swap. And although he is definitely struggling with lockups like that into turn 3, he's avoided all the carnage, has kept that car relatively clean. And he's being rewarded with a 5th place run.
And look who's in the audience.
Who is that? Who is in the audience? We have a battle here for 3rd.
Oh my god, it's the legend himself.
Dylan Fox.
Dylan Fox. Well, we'll bring him in here in a second. Right now, battle for 3rd is on. Michael Walls, Ethan Harrison are going at it again. Harrison chopping the nose. Oh!
Lead. We also have a battle for the lead. Warren just nearly lost the lead to Diego Roldan, but he holds on as it looked like Roldan dove into the S's.
Yeah, well, Roldan had the lead. Warren must have taken it back. And the 42 takes the 3rd place away from Ethan Harrison. Harrison coming back with a run to the inside as they go towards turn 1. Harrison's going to take it back. Crossover move by Michael Walls. Ethan Harrison's going to overdrive turn 1.
Haven't seen that in the turn
The
1 yet
42's got huge front end damage. I think he's down on power.
And
Well, it
he's
doesn't seem to
still
matter.
making moves.
It doesn't matter at
You
all.
can see that hood bobbing.
Ethan Harrison trying to make a dive into 3. Didn't work. He's going to try another dive into 4. That won't work either. Great defense here from the 42 of Michael Walls. Harrison's going to force a dive into turn 5.
Like you said, good defense, but for how
Here we
much
go.
longer?
He's got to chop the nose of Ethan Harrison. Michael Walls gives him a tap to show his
Contact.
displeasure. These 2 are going at it hard for 3rd, but Ethan Harrison has it as they go downhill towards the oval.
Yeah, Walls just doesn't
big
have it, but a lockup.
These 2 are going to continue to fight here as they return to the oval. Ethan Harrison hopping the curb around the outside. Goes Michael Walls.
Nearly gets turns himself.
Back to 3rd goes Michael Walls. Connor Trafari entering the scene now after he passed Dylan Fox a few laps ago. He's trying to get past these 2 quickly.
Now let's see what the power disadvantage is. You can see that 87 making up a lot of time on the straightaways. And I think you're right, Chris. I think that 42 is down on power.
But look at how well it works through 1 and 2, because I don't think he's got a lift at all.
He can just go full throttle.
We got a battle for the lead here. Roldan with a nose to the inside. Landon Warren's going to chop it as they go through turn 4.
3-way battle here for the 3rd spot. Trafari going to try to make quick work of Aiden Smith. He's going to go into the outside going into this set of corners.
Harrison with a dive. Almost slammed into Michael Walls.
Backs off early. Diamonds the corner. Crossover move. And it looks like it's going to pay off.
Trafari moves back up into 4th. Ethan Harrison trying to fight
Oh!
back.
Oh,
Oh, around goes Michael Walls.
sideways!
Michael Walls goes spinning down the hill. No contact, just too much wheel. And unfortunately, the back end stepped out. And the race for Michael Walls makes a terrible, terrible downhill spiral. Falls back to 6th place.
Right behind the 50.
And we have a battle for the lead. There's bump drafting down the front straightaway between Roldan and Warren.
This is amazing.
I think Roldan's playing with him a little bit with that bump draft, just trying to make what he does next unpredictable. Here we go, towards turn 3. Roldan's going to pull a good crossover to the inside, side by side through turn 4, and Warren's not going to put up too much of a fight. Diego Roldan takes back the lead.
Yeah, even spooked Warren a little bit. Just kind of, you saw he corrected to go onto the outside.
Warren's
And
going to
Warren
dive
with
it
a
into
really
5,
shallow corner.
continuing side by side as they go through the kink. Warren's going to give it up there a little bit, and there goes Roldan clear and up into the lead. He slides through the grass as he goes downhill, and here comes Warren with another run.
Remember, that was the same set of corners that Walls turned himself in, and Warren gets a big run coming back onto the traditional course.
As we come onto the front straightaway, Diego Roldan will lead his first lap, or not his first lap, I apologize, but he will take back the lead here with an hour 17 to go. That took a lot to get around Landon Warren, and we'll see whether he can pull away or if Landon Warren has something cooking up in that Hello Kitty car to fight back for this lead. While all that was going on, Connor Trafari passed both Ethan Harrison and with that spin from Michael Walls, he is now back up to 3rd, 3 seconds back from Diego Roldan and Landon Warren.
So how long do you think until he catches up to these guys? These put together a 112.4. Meanwhile, the other guys are running 114, so make it about 2 seconds a lap that time around.
Well, if that's the case, then he'll be up there within 2 laps, and we'll be having a great 3-car mix-up for the lead.
Michael Walls is stopped on the track, just in the grass.
And
Is that so?
yeah, he is. He's stuck over here in turn 4. Whether this is a tow attempt, there's something going on there for Michael Walls. He gets the car back rolling, and he is now in 8th place. While that was going on, Suarez is in the pit lane. They're going to be doing a driver swap once again at the 75 camp. Xander McKinney and not Daniel, what the fuck am I talking about? Fucking Xander McKinney's now back
the
in the
87
car.
sideways.
Don't know what's
Sorry to
going
cut you
on.
off.
You know, it's all good. Oh, yeah, he's around. Round goes Ethan Harrison. Yeah, he went at full-on spin, cut the course coming through the final corner, overdrove it, and that's the second time that he's done that already. And Ethan Harrison goes around.
Surprised Harrison hasn't adjusted his driving style at all, just continuing to dive bomb these corners, but it's not working for him. Take it easy a little bit. Get a little bit of speed on the exit, because that's where the speed matters, not going all the way in.
As I was saying, something's going on at the 75 camp. We did see Ronan Suarez get back behind the back behind the wheel, but then Xander McKinney went back in the car, and they've been sitting on pit road for the last minute and a half, so don't know what's going on over there. They might retire the car, but not great there for the 75. While that was going on, Diego Roldan extends his lead to now 1.3 seconds over Landon Warren. Diego Roldan has not won a race, any race for that matter, in ASCA since his Season 6 championship win at Homestead Miami Speedway. This is an exhibition event. There's no, records that go towards it. It doesn't go towards its already impressive stat total. But it will be something, a little bit of a boost towards an already upsetting Season 7, where he went winless for the first time. I remember talking to him after Darlington. His closest opportunity to win got beat by AJ Hyder that day. And during his interview, he was fairly upset at himself for what could have been a championship-changing season. If he won that race, he could have easily made the playoffs and contended for a championship. Instead, for the first time in his career, he missed out. And I think a win today would surely change around his hopes going into Season 8.
A lot of adversity this race, too. Like you mentioned, going a lap down early on and here leading with about I believe we're about at the halfway mark of the event. It definitely is. Daniel Bonding is now in the car for Owen Chabinski, even though I think he got in earlier.
He did.
Yeah.
I think they made a pit stop under green and brought him in. That's why they're sitting back 58 seconds back from everyone else. They're right now catching up here to Steinbach in the 5 car, who's right now sitting 1 lap down.
Well, everyone's pretty spread out for the most part, so
I think it's time. Yeah. Oh, and Ethan Harrison's bringing it into the pits under green. Is this the driver change that we were waiting for pretty much the entire race? We might see Aiden Smith hopping behind the wheel of the 87 here momentarily as he's coming into the pits.
Oh, let's see, as Harrison almost overdrives the corner, I believe.
Driver
you are
swap
right.
on the 77.
And yes, Aiden Smith is now going to get behind the wheel of the 87 machine for the first time tonight. Aiden Smith got into the playoffs in Season 7. First time he's ever done that in his ASCA career. Looking to Season 8, he's trying to get that first win of his. Looking to turn this...
Looking at the way these guys are racing, I don't think Contrafari's got that AJ Hyder pace that everybody's worried about.
I think you're right. We have a battle here on the track. Dylan Fox and Bradley Sawinski are going at it. This isn't even for position. Oh, contact! Dylan Fox goes around! And that's Larry Miles. I apologize. Larry Miles and Dylan Fox were going at it there for 4th place, actually. And going down into the corner. Larry just took him out.
Michael Steinbach and Daniel Body got a little bit of a battle here, too, coming out of turn number 3.
And while that's going on, battle for second is on. Connor Trafari has caught the back of Landon Warren. He made a peak going down into turn 3, but Landon Warren was able to carry the speed around the outside to hold on to the spot. We'll see what Connor Trafari can do to get around Landon Warren, because right now, Diego Roldan might just be a little quicker at the moment.
Well, Roldan, I think he's just setting the pace, trying to give himself enough of an advantage for when eventually Trafari gets by the 6. Well, if he gets by the 6, that way he has some cushion. Speaking of Trafari, he gets sideways in that 9 car coming into the S's.
Yeah, he's struggling behind the wheel of that 9 car. He is definitely not matching the pace that AJ Hyder did earlier on in the event. And it seems to really be hindering his progress. He caught the top 2 relatively quickly, but once he got within the air of Landon Warren, that car is completely stalled out.
Well, catching up to a car is one thing. Passing them is a completely different thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say, can we all appreciate the running order of 2nd and 3rd and the number?
We can. And we can also appreciate that we have 2 lap cars coming up here on the leaders. It's going to be Michael Steinbach and Aiden Smith. Now, Aiden Smith's on fresh tires. He should be able to pull away just fine. We'll see if Michael Steinbach's any better at cooperating with blue flags than George Tolsma was earlier when he took out the leader, AJ Hyder, about 30 minutes ago.
So Warren got loose coming out of turn 3, and that allowed Trafari to get by him relatively easily. So move the 9 car up to 2nd.
Yeah, you got that right. Here's the move in turn 4. And around the inside, a small mistake from Landon Warren. It's going to cost him 2nd. Now, it's only a few lap cars between Connor Trafari and Diego Roldan for the race lead. And Michael Steinbach did get out of the way for Roldan. Was a lot more cooperative than George Tolsma was earlier.
So let's see what it looks like. Trafari, how long it'll take for him if he's able to catch up to the 8 car, or the 85, excuse me, the Diego Roldan. It was about a second faster that last time, and keep in mind, he was battling with Landon Warren for the most part. He was still faster. That should show you the pace that 9 car has.
Yeah, you got that right. While that was going on, that's going to be... Sorry about that. I just had to check something really quick. But Michael Wall still behind the wheel of the 42. No driver swap yet with about an hour to go. He just passed Dylan Fox and come back up into 6th place. This run has been disastrous there for him. He has not been able to capitalize the way he did before. What could have been a top 3 spots of cash money for him and his teammate has went out the window. He's right now sitting 6th, 30 seconds back from the leader.
So Roldan is about to complete this lap. I want to see what the time
Oh,
is.
whoa,
So-
trouble!
Oh!
And that,
Again?
yeah, the 25, I was complimenting him for being cooperative. Unfortunately, a big mistake from Michael Steinbeck that time. Went into the grass, lost the back end, doored Trafari a little bit. Fortunately, they both saved it. No harm, no foul. Maybe a little damage on the 9 car, but these mini stocks are pretty durable. I'm sure that it will hold up with these awful, awful aerodynamics that this car carries around the track. But a small hurdle once again for Connor Trafari.
Well, Don keeps locking up into the uphill.
Yeah, you can even see
Connor's
like
able
the,
to close.
and he is definitely like slamming the brakes on a lot. Cause I mean, you can even see the glow up on the brakes on the 85. I'm even looking for the chopper angle, and I could see how much those brakes are glowing up. I was gonna say that might have helped Roldan a little bit because Trafari was putting together a heater of a lap, and that last time around, because of that incident with the 25, he was only about a 10th faster. Well, probably would have been maybe closer to a second, or at the very least half a 10th faster. So Roldan escaped the clutches of Trafari for now, but how long is that going to last?
A small weather update from the beginning of the race. When we started this race, 114 degrees was the track temperature. Since then, it has become a lot more cloudy out here at the Speedway, and we are dropping down towards 100 degrees. We've lost nearly 15 degrees of track temp throughout the last hour. That's surely making this a little bit easier here on these guys, especially if they're on the newer set of tires. There's a lot more grip out there than there was when these guys began.
And that's probably why we're seeing a lot more dive bombs maybe than normal, a lot more lockups, because a lot of these guys, they know that the track temperature is cool, so they're getting a lot more riskier with their moves, a lot more daring, because there's more grip out on the track. So trying to see what the limit is now when, I mean, you're seeing it right now, a lot of guys are making desperate moves.
Yeah, with about 1 hour to go, coming up in about 6 minutes time. You know, we're coming towards those final pit stops. We're coming up towards that point in the race where, you know, there's money on the line here. I mean, these guys really want to bring home some money after spending, you know, 2.5 hours here at Loudon. And while some guys are already out of it, like Steinbeck and Suarez, I mean, the rest of the top 9, if a caution comes out, I mean, this really does re-rack everything for an upset story for any of these guys outside the top 3. That's why you're seeing them race so hard. Right now, the top 3 are secure. Diego Roldan, Trafari, and Warren. They have a 28-second gap over Larry Miles, who's sitting in 4th at the moment. They don't have to push at the moment. They can just race between themselves.
If a caution comes out, you say?
If a caution comes out, yes.
It's not more of an if, it's a when.
Yeah,
it's a matter of when the caution is going to come out.
And so far, my predictor wheel thingy, but Jagger, that I haven't come up with a name yet, we're staying caution-free for the time being.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, well,
Right.
we got to wait a little.
Right in front of the leaders, Diego Roldan is watching this battle between Aiden Smith and Daniel Botting as they're getting really close to the kink. They're fighting it out for 8th place.
Think about it. These two guys, just about an hour ago, oh, Diego really closes it up.
And this is bad for Roldan. He's been doing a really good job holding off Connor
big hop,
Trafari.
almost gets sideways.
Trafari's on the scene now. Daniel Botting between the 2 leaders.
Roldan's got to go. He's got to run. He's got to get by this 87 of Aiden Smith and just run away.
And Trafari's got to get past Daniel Botting now, because now the GMC machine is in the way.
This mirror, it looks like turns 1 and 2 starting to get a little bit of sunshine, which can mean that there's a little bit less grip in that set of corners compared to previously.
More than
See a
likely.
little sun coming out.
The sun is coming out here on that end of the speedway. Daniel Botting's going to give it up here to Connor Trafari. And a big lock up there from Roldan. Here comes Trafari with a peek to the inside, coming through turn 4.
So what does Diego do? How is he going to respond to Connor Trafari and the pressure? Let's see what they do here going to turn number 5.
Think about this. Think about this. Diego Roldan is trying to win his first race in ASCA in over a year. Connor Trafari trying to make a statement towards a championship bid in Season 8. So much on the line between these two. And Ethan Harrison's going to get out of the way and let them settle it.
That's smart. That's smart. Let these guys do it. You don't want to be involved in the battle. You're a lap down. Let them settle it out themselves.
And Connor Trafari's been struggling to have the same pace that AJ Hyder did. He wants to show everybody that he has what it takes to match his pace. We'll see what he can do. He'll have to run down the front straightaway. We'll see what he does down to turn 1.
He thinks about diving in. You can see just how he poked the nose a little bit. He's going to do it again here. Roldan's going to get the drive off. Almost turns the 85.
Yeah, contact being made between these two. Roldan's going to chop it. Now the 9's going to peek to the bottom, but Roldan's going to chop the nose there too. Diego Roldan doing an incredible job holding off to the lead as they head downstairs towards turn 5.
That was beautiful defense. Open up your corner. That way you can avoid any sort of chop off between Trafari and just get that run. And here comes Trafari on the inside. Is he going to get the run? He is. An excellent corner for Connor Trafari. He takes the lead.
Yeah, Diego Roldan hit the grass a little bit coming out of turn 5. Now Trafari has the lead. Roldan attempted to make a bump and run through turn 7. It didn't work. Now they're heading back onto the oval towards the final few corners. Will Diego Roldan do anything to take back the lead?
Will he have an opportunity to do anything? Because Trafari, he is pulling away. I don't know if Roldan's even going to have a chance unless the 9 makes a mistake.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Connor Trafari made a mistake. He's already made a couple during his run so far. If Roldan wants any chance to win this race, he's got to capitalize on any misfortune that comes Trafari's way.
Yeah, definitely the sun is starting to beam in NASCAR turns 2 and down the backstretch. A lot more sun heating up that part of the racetrack. I will be interested to know as we get, oh my god, just look at the tires on that 85 all over the place. But as we get more sun, definitely going to see the handling change on this racetrack. It's going to be interesting to see who can keep up with it and who won't. Right now, I think as the sun starts to heat up the track, you could definitely tell that 85 is struggling. He's desperate for grip right now. But meanwhile, Trafari, he's actually been coasting in a little bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I think Trafari's feeling a lot more comfortable now. A few laps ago, he was under so much pressure to try to stay away from the lap cars, trying to keep up with Roldan. Now he's in control of this race, and he's looking to capitalize it any way he can.
Yeah, Trafari, he is just pulled away. Looking at Roldan right now, he's not even in that conversation in terms of the frame, as that 87 almost gets into the wall trying to get by Roldan, who is clearly struggling as the track gets hotter and hotter.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Aiden Smith is on a fresh set of tires. He's been very respectful towards the leaders so far, letting them go even though he has the faster car. But now he's going to make a move to the inside. He wants to make up some track position. And around the inside he will go, and he gets past Diego Roldan. Roldan tried to give him a bump, but it didn't do much to stop Aiden Smith from getting the pass made.
I mean, Roldan is clearly slower than the 87. I don't even blame Aiden.
Oh, he's going to take him out! And that was just, I don't know what the need for that was, but Diego Roldan just took him out. I don't even know what to say. I mean, he just went in there and wiped him out.
What was the point of that? Especially because Aiden Smith had been
Caution is out on the speedway. Caution is out. Pace car will be in turn 1.
Oh, we got a caution, driver.
Yeah, there's a lot of debris from that accident. Aiden Smith had a lot of chicken wings on the deck lid of that 87. It flew all over the track. Caution will be coming out.
We see the pace car, that number 53 pace car driver.
Now I'm curious what this 9 car is.
Pace car driver, the Popeyes fell out of the deck lid when they went around in the banked corner over there.
Yeah,
are there any chicken sandwiches?
We're saying some officials out there to go and eat up what's left on the pavement. So
save one for me.
No one will be hungry.
So Daniel Botting is
Heaven forbid all the officials that get designated with the good old biscuits there find a drink. But what I also want to bring up is what just happened. How will this affect the restart coming into the good old turn 3 calamity corner?
Well, it depends. I think that it really depends on whether the 9 decides they want to do a driver swap right here. They could easily go, I don't know if Hyder's still in the session, but if he is and they want to bring him back in, Hyder definitely has a lot more pace than Connor Trafari. And they have a golden opportunity to do a driver swap right now if they so choose.
I don't see anywhere saying that height or.
Where the fuck? Okay, so apologize for the swearing, but also, where is Michael Steinbeck going?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Michael Steinbeck going. He's mowing the lawn at the moment.
He's just being happy. Let him be happy.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he's just happy to be here.
He's happy to be here.
And
I'm happy to be here.
And Ronan Suarez almost hit the pace car.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah. So right now, getting a recap, here they come towards pit road. Will anyone take the plunge into the pits?
No.
Doesn't seem so. Everyone's going to stay out with their current drivers and their current tires.
That's really interesting. I guess they expect a caution later on in the race, and that's when they're going to come and take the rubber?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, I think that this would be a golden opportunity to come in and get some fresh tires. If you really want to do a driver swap, go ahead and do it. But
yeah, especially because the track is starting to heat up. Get that fresh rubber. Why would you want to be out on track on worn out tires as the track starts to heat up and you're going to lose grip?
I'm starting to think they're trying to do this for a fuel advantage. Maybe they're going to come by next time by for this shave off an extra lap, an extra 2 minutes.
well, that's if they don't go back. We do have one driver coming to pit road. That is going to be the GMC machine of Daniel Botting. They're going to go ahead and bring it in. They were running 9th at the time of caution. So they could use this pit stop to come in and do some repairs.
Where is he going? Oh!
What happened?
What?
Roldan's flipping in the back.
What the? Okay! Diego Roldan has flipped. He's out of the track.
What?
And yeah, I mean, yeah, he hold
on, hold on.
Yeah, and
he didn't even go outside the track. He just ran outside the road course section now a little. He can get a little tab and get it back rolling.
Well, Diego Roldan,
uh-huh.
I think, made an executive decision. He had an opportunity to win this race, but he went ahead and wrecked his car instead.
Oh, there goes Chris Lilly. He's gonna go try to give him some service.
Oh,
hey, there's our
They're
pace
gonna be
car.
trying here.
Hey,
he got him back over. He got him back over.
Hey, appreciate that, pace car driver. Appreciate that.
So they're gonna do another. They're gonna do another pace lap here while the officials figure out what to do with Roldan. Chris Lilly's gonna come back up here to the front of the field to pace them around one more time.
I think it's probably to give the driver some confidence here to go into pit road this time by. Let's see here for the 9 and the 6, and oh, they are diving onto pit road here.
Yeah, here they come. I'm assuming Roldan's gonna come in and get that fast repair done, so no harm, no foul.
What was the point of that, Diego?
And something's going on here in the pits between Michael Walls and the 28 of Larry Miles as they were making contact down the pit lane. They'll make it to their pit stalls safe and sound.
No driver change for Trafari. He's going to stay in the car.
I'm shocked.
I don't think there's any driver changes. Oh, maybe Ethan Moses. Ethan Moses is in.
Pace car's doing some burnouts down to turn 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, even a pace car driver
he's in the wall. And he's in the wall.
All right. All right, driver. Bring her in.
He's trying to pass inspection.
First one out is going to be the 87 of Aiden Smith. He will have the lead once again. Then it's going to be Connor Trafari, followed by Kaola Hankins, now back behind the wheel of the 6. And for the first time, the final driver change that we've been waiting for, it's going to be Cazzola now behind the wheel. Gabe Cazzola, to be exact. He'll be coming into the 42 car for the first time tonight. With 1 hour to go, he'll be in 4th, followed by Dylan Fox in 5th. Daniel Botting is going to be in 6th. Michael Steinbeck back behind the wheel. He'll be in 7th. And we have the rest of the field still on pit road. Larry Miles is going to come back out. He lost a few spots. He'll be in 7th. We still have Roldan in the pit lane, along with Ethan Moses coming in and getting some repairs done. And Ronan Suarez.
Speaking of Dylan Fox.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's still in the audience. I think he wants a little bit of an interview while we're here under yellow.
Well, let's go ahead and do so. Dylan Fox, come on in here, buddy.
Oh, but I think he's at the fumble with his controls right now while he's trying to pace. But speaking of which, that's been a great drive for him. Consistency seems to be obviously key here, as we saw with the last restart. Oh, there he is.
Dylan
There
Fox.
we go.
Dylan Fox, you started last today in your qualifying run, and you have turned this around. We've seen you in the top 5 here tonight. How's the lap times been improving out there?
My back hurts, my arms hurt. I haven't eaten in a day. I haven't slept in 24 hours. I really need to pee, and I really want to go home. But outside of that, this car's running great. The paint scheme's not on the car for some reason, but the car's been running great. I don't really know what I'm doing wrong or doing differently. I mean, I just decided, and what the fuck is this dumbass doing? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. What do you want to? Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I'm gonna get full throttle here because people are fast behind me. But yeah, we got an hour and a half down. We got an hour to go. And because I don't know if you've definitely covered it, but I don't have a relief driver, so we're doing the whole thing on my own.
Well, driver,
Yeah.
you're doing a pretty damn good job. I'm telling you that right now.
I appreciate it. Y'all are doing a pretty damn good job too.
Thanks, driver. Appreciate you. Good luck out there.
Yeah.
Keep up the
Thank
good
ya.
fight.
And that was Dylan Fox in the 50. He sits 5th at the moment. Started 14th tonight, or 11th, I should say. I apologize. Started 11th here tonight. And he's looking to bring home a good finish, possibly. Now, he will always be scored with a DQ because he doesn't have a relief driver. But in the event that he does get a top 3, I'm sure Chris will have something in there for him for all the hard work. So, we'll see what Dylan Fox can do behind the wheel. Stainback is trying to make his way through to get his lap back. He's spinning himself out. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! he just took out Keola Hankins under caution.
Oh my
god. Oh, he almost Hankins almost reversed into him again.
Looks like that extended the yellow. Another lap.
He tried to make the pass through the grass, accelerated, lost control, and didn't hit the brakes. And just kept it in it, and just ricochets back across the track into Keola Hankins under caution.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, Stainback
just lost it in the
Bike
grass.
Blocks just took out Keola Hankins.
I love ASCA.
And now he's gonna come around the outside here, and now he'll get that done.
There you go.
Well, I was saying, I was congratulating him. I was like, good job, man. You aren't being stupid like George Tolsma usually is. And then he did that. So, I guess it makes sense that they're together, I guess.
I love ASCA. What is
RPM, Co.
What is Trafari doing?
Trafari's taking the road course down in turns 1 and 2 that we are not using. Yeah, we like having those big runs down
You're
into
good, driver.
turn 3.
Gives, a little excitement to the crowd here.
Yeah, a little excitement under caution.
Oh.
He just turned the pace
Whoa!
car.
Aiden Smith
Just turned the pace car.
just turned the pace car under caution.
I believe that's against the rule book.
I just got wrecked.
Driver, is that against the rule book?
But we're gonna need
turn
these
the pace
guys
car
to slow.
driver.
We're gonna need these guys to start slowing down and let the pace car back.
Can they race the pace car? Pace car's in the
Yo, slow down, driver, slow down.
Driver, there you go.
We're gonna go this time. We're gonna double up off the banking.
All right.
Alrighty, here we go again.
So we'll be coming back green here with 50 minutes to go. Aiden Smith with the 87 camp. They'll be leading, followed by the AJ Berger Enterprises machine. That's Connor Trafari behind the wheel. The Hello Kitty machine with a little bit of
The
damage to
lines
that
on
wreck.
the NASCAR racetrack. You ever watched a NASCAR race before?
It's going to be Keola Hankins and the Hello Kitty machine. And then it's going to be Cazzola for the first time tonight behind the wheel of the 42. Dylan Fox in 5th. Daniel Botting in the GMC machine in 6th. Then it's going to be Larry Miles in the 28. Then it's going to be in the Phil Mellon's car. That's Ethan Moses. Diego Roldan in the whatever car machine. And then it's going to be Xander McKinney in the 75. As we come towards the restart zone. And we're back underway with less than an hour to go in the 2.4 Hours of Loudon.
Let's see here, going into turns 1 and 2. You can see here Dylan Fox is trying to make a move here on Connor Trifari. He makes it stick, but let's see what they do now going down into turn number 3.
Dylan Fox is hitting Connor Trifari.
And let's see, lockup by the 87. As they start to
oh!
Contact.
Collazo got into Connor Trifari going down to turn 3. Sorry about that. Cazzola. I keep getting Collazo. I remember him. Anyway, Dylan Fox is up into 3rd now. He has a chance of winning some money at the end of all this. Connor Trifari trying to make the pass to get back up into the podium.
Oh my god, this is incredible.
Oh, Dylan Fox, watch it!
Contact. Hang
Battle
on
for the lead.
A little bit in the grass.
Aiden Smith versus Kaola Hankins for the lead. Trifari!
Oh, 4 cars.
We have a big crash. Caution's out. Big crash.
Money just goes
Caution's out. Last offense.
Oh, hard hit.
Oh.
Cazzola got a big hit there from Xander McKinney. And that's half the field wiped out there going down the back straightaway.
Drama for some money, folks.
And let's
the
get
2.4 hours of Loudon never disappoints.
Let's get it on board. Let's get a view of this from the aerial cam. Connor Trifari down the inside on Dylan Fox as they come towards the oval once again. And Dylan Fox slams the curb, runs into Connor, and he's just gonna turn him in front of the such a hard hit, in front of the 42 of Cazzola and Diego Roldan. Hard hit there for the 28 of Larry Miles. And going in reverse is the 42 of Cazzola, and nowhere to go for Xander McKinney. Hard hit there on the 75. Connor takes evasive action to avoid those 2 cars.
I love ASCA. I love it. It's ASCA not in America, baby.
And while all that was going on, Kaola Hankins took the lead from Aiden Smith coming towards the final corner. So going from getting wrecked under caution to the lead, and a bunch of his race contenders got involved in that accident.
This is great. This is phenomenal.
I'm hearing from officials that pit road is open this time for service and repairs, maybe even a driver swap.
I'm sure a lot of drivers are going to be doing that right now to at least fix all the damage.
Who doesn't have damage at this point?
Ethan Moses leads them down pit road. Connor Trifari bringing it in. Cazzola coming in as well, along with Dylan Fox, Xander McKinney, Diego Roldan, and Michael Steinbach. They're all making the trip down pit lane.
I love how, like, during all of that, Keola got the lead away from Aiden Smith, but we had that big old wreck happen, so we were all distracted by it.
So let's see if there's any driver changes. I think there's going to be one. Yeah, I think they're going to put Hyder in the 9.
Still Connor at the moment.
And I believe Ronan Suarez is going to step it back into that Ballisto Racing Club machine.
No, it's still Trifari.
It's still McKinney as well. Gabe Cazzola still behind the wheel. Michael Steinbach. I don't think we're seeing any driver changes at the moment.
No, neither do I. I think we're just going to stay put.
Maybe they just want to look at the replay, that's all. They had to look at the live pad.
Yeah, they're probably doing that while they're fixing the damage.
True.
That huge crash. That's the biggest crash we've seen all night. I thought that we'd see a crash like that going down to turn 3, not coming back onto the oval. That was a crazy crash. About 5 or 6 cars got involved in that.
I'll tell you what, though. Turn 3, all things considered, hasn't been as chaotic as I think we'd all thought it'd be.
Yeah, besides from that
it's
one
been
restart.
other parts. Yeah, it's been other parts around the track that have been way more hectic.
Yeah, besides from that one restart where we saw Ethan Moses and Xander McKinney fly off into the tire barrier due to lockups, that turn 3, which was very much the trouble zone back in Season 6, is now very tame compared to the exit coming back onto the oval in turn 7. Overall, it's been very tame.
So Ryan Arnold just left, so I believe that Failed Melon is going to be... Yeah, Ethan Mose, I think, is going to finish it off.
Yes, Ethan Moses will finish the race. He right now sits 9th. Now let's talk about Keola Hankins here, as I believe we might be going green this time by if everyone can catch back up. Keola Hankins made his debut season last season, and he had many opportunities to win a race. So many fell out of his grasp. He had said a few times he was mad after Charlotte. I remember Charlotte specifically. He had gotten wrecked in the mid-pack, and he was frustrated. He really thought that he had a chance to win that race that night. He is planning on returning for Season 8, but tonight he has put on a really good performance. He's been consistently within the top 3 all night, even Landon Warren. You know, I thought that, all due respect to Warren, I thought that he wouldn't be as quick as Hankins, and he was able to keep his own up against guys like Diego Roldan and Connor Trafari. So a great teammate that Hankins has behind the wheel when he's not in it himself, but now he's in a great position to not win his first official ASCA race. You know, it would, have to be a points-paying race, but an exhibition win would still mean a lot for somebody who was denied victory so many times last season.
Absolutely.
And speaking of which, looking through the top 3, none of these guys have ever won an ASCA race. The closest thing that Daniel Bodding's won is that he won the Clash back in Season 4, but that one has a little bit of an asterisk because Logan gave it to him. So Daniel Bodding is in 3rd at the moment. Great job, great comeback for the GMC camp. It's right now Hankins, Aiden Smith, and Daniel Bodding, the top 3, all scoring money. I'm sure that will change in the next 40 minutes as they begin to double up here for this restart.
So, 42 minutes to go, and we have seen how absolutely terrible things have gotten recently. Let's see where things come. Are we gonna need the pace car driver sooner, or are these guys gonna behave?
Well, let's find out. Coming to the restart zone, and up and away goes Keola Hankins. Green flag. Trafari trying to make it 3 wide. Dylan Fox with the block as they go towards turn 1.
Fox still blocking.
I don't know if Connor's going to be too appreciative of that one. He's not. He's riding the bumper of the 50 car through 1 and 2.
He can't get around him.
Oh, staying back around into the 50 car of Dylan Fox. Hard contact for the two of them. There goes Ethan Moses as well through turn 3. Ethan Moses goes spinning after hitting the back of what I believe was Daniel Bodding. Oh, Connor Trafari almost got into the back of Larry Miles as they go through turn 5. Connor Trafari back up into 3rd. Connor Trafari took the fast repair, so that car is fully back in shape. As right now, Larry Miles doing a great job in his debut. Right now in 2nd, Connor Trafari on his tail.
Oh, it looks like he's going to try to dive bomb it, or he thinks about it. Maybe trying to spook the 28 just a little bit into the S's.
As they come back onto the front straightaway, Keola Hankins already a 2nd gap over Larry Miles. Doing a great job, great restart, and great execution for Keola Hankins, trying to win his first ASCA exhibition event.
Let's see what Trafari does here.
He has a nose to the bottom here. He's going to have a good shot going down to turn 3. He'll have to pull a crossover maneuver to make this pass for turn 4.
I think he's getting prepared for it. You see heavy on the brakes. He's going to gas it off. Avoids the 87. He's going to get that run off the corner.
And they're going to continue side by side, going downhill towards turn 5. A good corner there for Trafari. Not clear yet. We'll see if Larry puts up a fight. No, he won't. He'll give it up to Connor going down to turn 5.
Nice job by Trafari, and he can set his sights on Hankins.
And it's not over for Larry Miles. Now he has to hold off 3rd from both Aiden Smith and Daniel Bodding, both hungry for a podium of their own. Here they come, coming back onto the oval. 5 cars under a blanket here for 3rd.
Ooh, the 87 nearly gets to the back bumper of that 28. Almost some contact here. Here come the S's, which have been so treacherous all race long. Again, typically you take it just single car, everyone gets through in the line, but everyone has been treating it like it's been a passing zone. So much action, so much calamity. Right now, everyone gets through pretty well. See what they do here in turn 1.
Around the outside goes Larry Miles. He's running that third groove. Everyone else running that second groove. Aiden Smith a little sideways coming out of turn 2. Daniel Botting trying to capitalize as they head towards turn 3. A big lockup there from Aiden Smith, but he holds on to the back.
Yeah, Daniel Botting also had a big lockup. Couldn't rotate the car the way he wanted. He's actually going to lose time to Aiden Smith, and actually he's in danger now being passed by Diego Roldan.
Roldan around the outside. Really close quarters racing, and around the outside goes Diego Roldan. Back up into the top 5 as he passes Daniel Botting.
Nice heads up by Botting, and respect as well. He could have easily clipped the quarter panel of the 85, but chose not to.
We're coming down. We are in the final half hour just about. Could have pit stop be on the horizon.
Ain't that right, driver?
That's right.
Kayla Hawkins continues to lead, but Connor Trafari is now within 0.3 of a second. We're about to have a battle for the lead. And how hard do you defend if you're Kayla Hankins in the lead with 30 minutes to go?
Well, do anything you can here to keep him behind you.
I mean, yeah, we've seen all race long. He's been pretty tame, pretty smart, but now it's crunch time.
Especially against someone like Connor Trafari, somebody who is surely
Defensive
going to make...
line.
Oh, there it is! Big lockup from Kayla Hankins. Connor Trafari to the inside.
He's going to have to chop it off. Actually, really good job. Despite the lockup, chops off the attempt to take the lead from Trafari.
He's just got to do that for the next 37 minutes, and he's got the win.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. Connor Trafari gone the back bumper again as they head through the kink heading towards turn 7.
The thing is, again, with these cars, if you could compromise Trafari's corner exit and speed, you're going to have a shot. And that's exactly what Hankins has been doing. Trafari's getting the...
Whoa!
Oh, Trafari gets sideways.
Yeah, he hopped the curb too much.
Larry Miles.
Yeah, he hopped that curb way too much. Big bump to the back of the 6. Connor Trafari's trying to make this pass, and he's getting impatient with Larry Miles now on the scene.
Hankins got a little bit of a buffer, about 2 car lengths between himself and the 9.
Through turn 1, all 3 of these guys running different lines. Larry seems to be very comfortable on that third groove throughout the corner. Both Hankins and Trafari running that first and second groove as they come towards turn 3.
Larry Miles with the send. Oh, locks up again.
Yeah, Hankins is running very low down into turn 3.
But he fires off that exit, man.
Yeah, no, and that's a defensive line, I'm assuming, from Hankins. He does not want to open that door for Trafari to pull a dive bomb into 3. So he's always going to be just locking it up down into 3 like that to protect the bottom.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's basically forcing Trafari to either he's going to have to dive bomb him, or he's just going to have to bump him out of the way. Because that defensive line, remember, with these cars, you need that corner exit speed. That's where your pass is going to be made. And there we go.
Yeah, big mistake from Hankins.
Trafari.
Does Hankins give it up? He will not. He's going to continue side by side. Trafari through the grass. They're going to continue side by side, coming down the front straightaway.
Now, who's got the best speed? It looks like it's Trafari. A little bit of contact as Hankins still trying to gather it up.
Trafari to the lead. Hankins did everything he could to try to hold it on, but it just wasn't enough. Connor Trafari with the lead with 35 minutes to go.
Talked about it, that corner exit speed is so important with the lack of horsepower. Let's see what they do here. Ooh, the 28 gets in, and that's going to allow Trafari to pull away. It's the 6 and the 28 go side by side.
Yeah, Larry Miles has been sending some dive bombs down in the 3 for the last few laps. He sent one of his own on Kayla Hankins. Hankins did not see it coming. They're going side by side into turn 5. Larry Miles going to back out of it and attempt a crossover, but something happened with the 28. He must have missed a shift because he did not get a good run at all, and here comes Roldan for 3rd.
We're not done by any means.
There's money on the line here, Armani, for 3rd place. Larry Miles needs to protect 3rd with everything he's got. Roldan trying to get back up into the top 3.
Can you imagine this? Like, think about Diego Roldan. He went from being a lap down to leading the race to getting wrecked to now in contention for a podium. And I wouldn't be surprised if he contends for the win as well, considering how chaotic this race has been.
Down the front straightaway, Larry seems to be having some damage or something. He does not have any straightaway speed. Roldan just casually got side by side with him down the straight, trying to eke ahead. Larry trying to pinch, But as of right now, Roldan's got the place. He's trying to pinch Larry up against the outside wall. Larry's going to force the nose into turn 3 to hold on to the spot.
I was going to say, it's going to force Larry to take a shallow corner, and that's going to allow Diego Roldan to get a much better corner exit. You can see the speed that he got coming out of turn number 3, and let's see if he can take advantage going to turn number 5.
Yeah, Roldan's
does just that.
Roldan's got it. No crossover move's going to help here. Diego Roldan up into the podium place. He's got some money now on the line if he can finish there.
Meanwhile, we got a battle here for the 5th spot. Aiden Smith and Daniel Bodding battling for a top 5 position. Right now, Smith has the advantage, but Bodding, he's slowly closing in on that 87.
Yeah, and Bodding, I think Bodding is the quicker of the two between himself and Owen Chabinski. And he's been trying to do whatever he can. I mean, both of them are just slamming through the grass right now, trying to shave off any amount of time that they can. We'll see if Bodding can do anything to get around Aiden Smith and get himself into the top 5.
Passing the grass, driver. Passing the grass.
I'm going to go on board here with Daniel Bodding just to get an idea of what we're seeing behind the wheel.
You could just see the RPM so high, trying to gain any advantage, any extra speed out of these corners.
I'm watching the wheel right now. I mean, he is correcting that wheel constantly. Never in a single direction for too long. Bodding around the outside. Big dive bomb into the grass. Lost the grip. He's going to hold on to it, but a big mistake there from Daniel Bodding.
Let's try to get a little more than he could chew right there. But he's still got time.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, coasting in 3rd gear.
While we're at it, while we're having all these nice battles here happen at the last 30 minutes of the race, there's one thing that's been in the back of my mind.
And what's that?
What if the yellow flag comes out? How will that shake up everything here?
Hell. Everything will go to hell.
Yeah. You know, that's kind of the obvious thing with anything in ASCA with a late race caution.
You know, well, what's the thingamajig say, driver? Well, what are our chances for a caution? What are the trends looking like?
Well, I think you should ask Chris that because I think
Trends are looking like we got a couple reports of fluid on the racetrack. NASCAR officials are going to check it out.
Is that right, driver?
We're going to take a peek at it. We don't know nothing yet.
All right.
We also got to ask, is there any debris on the front straight from disgruntled fans with parlays?
Oh, I'm sure they're, you know how people in Loudon are. They're annoying. They talk too much about William Byron. Just overall the least favorite kind of fan. Like, no offense to the fans here that came out today, like the 5 people, but like, is William Byron really your favorite driver? Like, come on. But probably throwing William Byron merchandise everywhere.
Hey, Byron's the first driver I've ever interviewed, so...
I'm so sorry to hear that. That must have been an awful experience for you. I hope things get better for you soon.
What? That's your back.
I thought you said it was Raja.
No, he was the second.
Oh, what a great comeback. Raja Karuth, your second driver you talked to? That's base as hell. Love that.
I've interviewed him twice.
Another thing that's really cool is seeing Larry Miles learn a thing or two. We thought Diego Roldan would be pulling away, but he's keeping up with him. If he can find a few more tenths, we'll see a battle once again for 3rd shape up. Roldan's also catching up to Keola Hankins, so a battle for 2nd's also in the cards.
Huh.
We have hit the 30-minute mark. 30 minutes to go here at tonight's 2.4 Hours of Loudon. A first of its kind here in ASCA's history. We've never done an endurance race before. And I'll say, even with the low car count, what's going on?
We got a problem. There is debris on the back straight. Caution is out.
Yep.
Is that right?
Going to be deployed.
Yeah, Chris Lilly out on the racetrack. He's going to go ahead and pick up Connor Trafari at the 30-minute mark. I'm pretty sure there must have been some debris from all those wrecks that we saw earlier on the restart. And Chris has decided to go ahead and bring everyone in, and we're going to go ahead and have another caution period while they go clean up the track.
Looks like it's debris reportedly from the 404 Failmelons machine.
I'm not shocked.
Look at this beautiful blimp view of
And the
New
31
Hampshire Motor Speedway.
You know, I'm not shocked. You know, we were talking to Blackstone earlier, and he was saying, you know, that a lot of those parts on that GMC machine are over 30 years old, so probably starting to fall apart on him after all this action.
Yeah, you know,
Fair.
a couple years in the Rust Belt, we'll definitely do that as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's fair.
So
Yeah,
right
do what you gotta
now,
do, Grab.
Connor Jafari leads. He is trying to win himself his first exhibition event with the help of AJ Hyder. Kayla Hankins with Landon Warren. Landon Warren's been winless for over a season. Kayla Hankins looking for a win. Diego Roldan somehow found himself back up into the top 3. He's just trying to earn himself some money here. Just a little bonus for all the running. I mean, running over the curb like that ain't gonna help, but oh well. First start ever for Larry Miles. He's doing a great job right now in 4th place with himself and Bradley Sawinski. Aiden Smith and Ethan Harrison right now running 5th. They've been up and down the field all race long, and everybody's bringing it to pit road.
So you said hell's about to break loose, right?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad are we talking?
Well, it depends. If Chris decides he wants to bring out one more yellow later, then it won't be like full hell. But I'm gonna give it a solid
I'm hearing
6.
reports that the person that was working the funny flag forecaster has been reportedly fired and promptly laid off.
Oh, is that right?
All getting handed a free hot dog for their work today.
I want a hot dog. I'm hungry.
I don't blame you.
Oh,
all
Armani.
that's happening.
Armani, you're not aware of your contract, are you?
Oh no! Tell me about my contract.
Well, I mean, you should have read it before you signed it. A part of your contract is that you're not allowed to eat.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, so what can I eat?
Ice soup.
Oh, you're so funny, Armani. You're so funny.
Help.
Hey, Armani,
man.
Armani, remind me, how long is your contract?
Help me, please. Help me, please.
And Chris just, oh my God, they're running into each other. All right, so
boy.
Chris just spun it,
brother.
and it's almost into the wall. Fantastic.
That's our pace car.
So
driver.
Armani, contract here, I have it in my hand.
Yeah.
It says 4 years, 4-year contract. Started last season, right? So you're 1 year into your contract. And in the additional, and there's a little section here called additional requirements.
Rolled odds off-roading again.
So additional
he's back on the-
requirements. One of them says Armani D. Paul is not allowed to eat or drink anything for the next 4 years.
Oh, right.
And he is only allowed to do so if he dies. Which,
So you know the human body is incapable of going 4 straight years without eating or drinking.
Okay,
right?
so here's the deal. You yourself has said that you are every label known to man. So I've actually identified you as a robot. So
Right.
yes, you can. You can survive 4
okay,
years. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right.
I'm happy that we've come to an understanding. Also, I got some horrible news that will scare everybody. George Tolsma is back in the car.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Tolsma is returned behind the wheel of the 25 to finish off the race.
Folks, that's our next caution. 'cause
Landon
there's no
Warren
more
is
fun
also
flags.
behind the wheel of the 6. Kayla Hankins has landed over his services, so they will be going ahead and abandoning second place, and they're going to be giving Warren a shot at it. Harrison is also back behind the wheel of the 87.
Oh, that is interesting.
So if we do go back green this time by, we'll have less than 25 minutes to go in this race. We are very much in the stage of the race here where whatever happens on this restart will dictate where you finish. We've had restarts and cautions throughout the race that have kind of stacked everyone back up. But now this is going to be the real deal here. So everyone's got to be on their best behavior or be the one to not get wrecked on this restart. We'll wait and see.
So I wonder how many people are gonna die right now.
Well, looks like Michael Stainback is done for the race, and he's probably went off into the concession stand for the remainder of this race.
He's
So you're
getting
telling me
his
he-
laptop ready. He's gonna make a big video about this.
So you're telling
Yep.
me he gets to eat, he gets to drink.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He'll also be handed an
In fact,
expired
I also
Rainforest
have a
Cafe gift
contract.
card.
He works for me. ByteBlocks works for me, and a part of his contract is that he specifically has.
We just got
to eat.
reports that Michael J. ByteBlocks was bed-timed, so now George Schultz was in the race car.
Oh no.
Wow.
That's why.
Poor Michael. Got bedtimed. Because I was gonna say that there's a part of his contract where he like has to eat a certain amount of calories every day. So he's paid
how
free
many-
food. Free food too. Free food.
Oh,
On me.
okay. Help me.
As
help
they
me.
double up for possibly the last time here tonight.
It's gonna-
Trifari on the inside, rolled on the outside.
Oh, we've seen this one before, Wayne. These two have been at it for years at this point. We're about to see them go at it again. Chris Lilly makes the left-hand turn into pit road, and it's going to be Connor Trifari and Diego Roldan going at it for the win. Green flags back in the air.
Good jump
Pretty
from
easy start
Trifari.
for everybody here.
I think that might have been the best restart of any leader. He
Yeah,
can go
not a-
wherever he wants on the track.
Yeah, not a great start for Roldan. Around the outside, Roldan goes on Miles in the 28, but Miles going to stay in it side by side with Roldan going down into turn 3.
Here
See
we
how they
go.
Bonnie
Here we
with the
go.
dive! Whoa! And just like that, Harrison takes the lead with the dive bomb of the century!
I don't believe it!
Oh, Bonnie's going around! Oh! Wait, is Bonning fine? Bonning is going to merge with the lead. Daniel Bonning with the lead is going to give it up to Ethan Harrison coming out of the corner.
Oh my god.
And the
Well, the terrorist
28.
stroke.
Oh, more contact. Daniel Bonning and Diego Roldan going at it. Larry Miles also went off.
Ethan Harrison's got the lead.
I can't believe he made that
It
stick.
worked.
We've been waiting
I
all
can't
day for that.
believe-
Third, coming up, what, 14 laps to go?
Yeah, Cazzola
He
now
dropped
in
into that
second.
14 to go.
Cazzola now in
dropped into
second.
that
Here
corner
comes Connor Trifari for
Louisiana
second
fast.
now. Going down
Let's
to turn
see here.
1.
I can't believe he made that stick.
Generational even.
That was the biggest dive bomb I think I've ever seen.
That's
Overdrive.
right with a
Overdrive by Cazzola. Here comes Trifari with the dive to the bottom. Cazzola's
now
going to
bets
chop
are
him.
off.
As they head towards turn 5, Cazzola continues to hold him up. We'll see if Trifari can find a way through. He's running out of time with 20 minutes to go.
I'm
Yeah.
still shocked that we
worry,
need a
we all
replay
are.
of that. We need a replay of that.
We can get a
Well, he
replay
did
once these
no-
guys spread out a little bit.
If they spread
we
out a
probably
little
saw
bit.
that as his last chance to make a
Cazzola
move
a little
like
wide.
that.
Whoa, Trifari sideways coming back onto the oval. Cazzola holds on to second. Here comes Landon Warren into the mix.
Here comes Trifari dive bombing.
Oh,
the
Cazzola
kid.
goes around!
Cars!
Around goes Cazzola.
Yeah, that was a
Aggressive goes around.
big overdrive by Cazzola. That's going to take him out of contention for a podium unless another yellow comes out. That's going to put Connor Trifari back up into second. Diego Roldan just put in the fastest lap of the race, 1:10.921. He's trying to go for third right now on Landon Warren.
But is he gonna get it?
And whenever he did that last lap, it worked. He was faster than AJ Hyder was the entire run that he had earlier, which is definitely saying something.
Why is his name Larry if it says Matthew?
That's a great question. Why did you guys say his name was Larry?
It is Larry.
Okay, well then you just answered your own question. Here comes Roldan, looking left, looking right. Landon Warren's gonna park it right in the center of those final few corners to hold on to it. He's sliding through the grass now.
Ethan had a moment. Here comes Trifari.
Rolled on for third to the inside. This is going to be for some money here for third place.
This could be the battle here. Final battle, as a matter of fact. So we got about 19 minutes to go. Just under 19 to go.
Now Ethan Harrison. Ethan Harrison will not be an easy pass. Especially for a win. Ethan Harrison will do anything.
15 minutes to settle it.
Trafari to the inside. Coming through turn 4. Down the hill towards turn 5. Trafari with the advantage.
Can he make it work on the outside?
Harrison sent one in deep into turn 5. Holds on to the lead. Trafari with the crossover.
Big run coming.
They're going to go side by side. Downhill towards the oval.
Now Trafari with the inside. Let's see what the 87 does.
Oh, he's going to pitch up contact. Here comes Loudon into the mix.
Here we go.
You say the battle for the battle for the money. This could be the battle for the win.
Yeah, we have 5 cars under a blanket coming to 15 minutes to go momentarily for the win.
Phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal.
To the outside goes Connor. Harrison protecting the bottom, side by side into turn 1. Contact being made. Harrison shoving him towards the wall.
Hey, I mean, you got to be aggressive against someone like Trafari. You got to basically dish out what he's going to give to you.
Yeah, and right now, Roldan's trying to find a way through as well. Now Connor with the advantage. More contact being made into turn 3.
Now let's see here. Trafari with the inside.
Roldan 3 wide.
3 wide.
Diego Roldan from third
Not
to
over
first.
Yet. It's not over yet.
5
Trafari
cars
with the
under a
preferred line.
blanket into turn 5.
Trafari with the preferred line. Will Roldan try to go for the crossover? No, he's going to try to make it work on the high side.
Trafari squirrely.
More contact being made through the kink. Heading towards
This
downhill towards the oval.
This is a 5-man race for
5
the
cars
win
under
here.
a blanket.
Oh my god. Did we think that we were going to get 5 cars racing for the
Trafari
win
with the
less than
crossover.
15 to go?
Side by side into these final few corners. It's going to be tight.
Ooh, hang on to her. Ooh, Roldan nearly turns the 9.
Harrison with a big run.
Harrison using the grass more than the course.
And Daniel Bonning's coming as well. It might be a 6-car battle for the win here soon.
Let's calm down with that one.
He's only 2 seconds back.
He is.
never
We
know.
gotta get stacked up again. Here comes Connor Trafari.
With how
This thing's
these guys
definitely
are
gonna be
racing, with how these guys are racing, I can easily see them getting stacked up.
Ethan Harrison with a lunge.
Contact.
Contact.
I wonder if Connor Trafari's going to get sick of Ethan's games here soon. He's already ran into him 3 times now.
Well, we've seen Ethan pull those dive bombs. I'm sure as time's expiring, he will not hesitate to pull another one.
There's another bit of contact there between Trafari and Ethan Harrison coming out of turn 5 on the bumper through the kink down to 7.
Connor throws it.
And while all that's going on, Diego Roldan trying to win this exhibition event with 15 minutes to go. Connor Trafari coming back to the back bumper.
Big slide by Ethan Harrison.
He's through
Harrison's
the grass
in the
here,
grass.
through the grass. That's going to open the door for Larry Miles to go for third.
Harrison's been in the grass more than he's been in the corner for the S's.
2-car breakaway.
Side by side for some money here for the podium. Remember, top 3 get some money to go home at the end of this thing. It's going to be between Larry Miles and Ethan Harrison heading towards turn 3.
What does Trafari do here, trying to get the lead from Roldan? He's going to peek to the inside, but that's going to allow Roldan to basically run the corner as he pleases. Got about a car length to a car length and a half advantage over the 9. Let's see what they can do here.
We are coming to 10 minutes to go.
Why am I 5 minutes behind?
What?
Yeah, I was going to say, you've been
Or
behind
15 minutes to go, sorry.
Yeah, so, oh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you guys are like saying like 10, 15 to go. I'm like, why is my thing behind?
Oh, contact between Ethan Harrison and Landon Warren for 4th place. Ethan Harrison chopped Landon Warren's nose coming back onto the oval.
Oh, here comes Daniel Botting as well. This is about to be a 3-car battle right here.
Bonnie's going to slide through the grass. That's going to open the opportunity for Ethan Moses to get 6th place.
Oh, here comes Warren. Harrison not giving him any favors, forcing Warren to go all the way down on the bottom, but he still makes it work.
Here we go, going down to turn 3. Battle for the lead still going on. Diego Roldan and Connor Trafari. No big dives yet. Connor's just trying to put pressure. He's
all
on the
over
bumper
the back
now.
bumper. Here he goes.
He's got a nose to the inside here. Now he will have the disadvantage going down into turn 5. Diego Roldan can easily chop him.
But Roldan could go for the, Trafari could go for the crossover if he please. He doesn't do it there. Interesting enough, he's going to continue to stay on the back bumper of that 85.
Time is running out here for Connor. He's got to figure a way past through. Diego Roldan has blocked every opportunity. There's a bump right there, a little squirrel there from Connor Trafari coming back onto the oval. Used too much throttle and lost the rear end. He's got to regroup and get back up to the bumper.
Yeah, I don't know if bumping him in that bump section was really the best choice.
You gotta be careful with these things too. You bump them too hard, it's almost like a slingshot to the guy ahead with that extra boost of speed because these cars are so stable.
Ethan Harrison almost at the wall, coming out of the final corner at the checkup. That's going to allow Ethan Moses to make a dive to the inside for a top 5 position.
So, driver, what are the trends looking like for late race yellows?
Well, the trends are looking like Larry Miles has been quicker than these top 2 the last 2 laps.
Is that right?
That is right. The trend is they're going to stay green unless they wreck it.
Oh, in the wall! Landon Warren! Landon Warren in the tire barrier, down to turn 3. He overdrove the corner, lost 3 spots.
Does that count, driver? He's still on track.
He's still on track. We'll keep it green. Unfortunately, we have bad news. George Tolsma is going to be in the way of the leaders. They will have to traverse him.
George.
We remember the last time this happened. He took out leader AJ Hyder about an hour and a half ago because he got really tight going through turns 3 and 4. Will he get in the way? Here we go. Final corner.
George.
He's going to be in the way.
George.
Oh, my.
George.
And he'll get out of the way there for Diego Roldan and Connor Trafari. He learned his lesson from last time, and he's going to let these 2 race it out.
Good, George. You know, maybe it's just me, but I think, what if the pace...
Tolsma sending it! Tolsma sending it to turn 3!
George!
He's scaring me.
He's too far back now. He's too far back now.
Yeah, okay, that was a little scary.
He can't hurt us.
He thought of a dive for some reason.
You know, driver, what if the pace car driver became a factor in this race?
An active participant.
An active participant, exactly.
Someone's going to have to steal that pace car then.
Yeah, someone's got to steal that.
On it. I mean, what?
Trafari.
He's got a good opportunity. A good corner right there on the back bumper of Roldan. Roldan's going to protect the bottom coming into the final corner.
You got to give a big credit to Diego Roldan. He has not been faced by the pressure of Connor Trafari at all. I think it's Trafari that's starting to lose his cool more than Diego.
I think Connor's just playing with him. He's just playing with his food a little bit.
Remember the last time we were here at Loudon 2 seasons ago, a photo finish between Chris Lilly and Diego Roldan. Roldan's been in this position before. We might see a repeat of what we saw 2 seasons ago.
Look at the back bumper of that 85.
Connor's going to have the inside.
Here he goes. But Roldan, I'm surprised that Connor Trafari didn't send it in deeper. He's being surprisingly patient. That's not something I'd ever say.
I think they've made an agreement to keep this thing clean to the end.
I think he's just playing games with Roldan.
We've never seen that at Connor Trafari.
Never have.
Connor Trafari clean?
Never heard of her. Going downhill towards turn 7, coming back onto the oval. A little bit of a mistake there from Trafari, missing the entrance to the corner. He's going to come back with a good exit. But Diego Roldan, again, for the past 6 or 7 minutes now, he has just been putting on such an incredible defensive performance. Connor Trafari has not been able to make this pass.
Well, that's what I've been saying. You know, the corner entry, you can risk losing some time there, but as long as that corner exit, you're able to build that speed, you got it made.
10 minutes to go here in the 2.4 hours of Loudon. Trafari's getting close to that corner panel. He might put in a little bit of contact in to try to make this pass. Side by side again into turn 3.
Laps.
Trying to spook Roldan.
Well, it's on the grass.
He's got a good run here. They'll be equal coming down this downhill section towards turn 5. Diego Roldan has the advantage. They're going to continue side by side through turn 5. Now through the kink.
Over 2 hours, and it's coming down to this.
Connor's ahead.
Connor's got it. He's got the lead. With 8 minutes to go, Connor Trafari has the lead. How will Diego Roldan respond?
Well, he just got sideways coming out of the corner, so I think Trafari, let's see what he does here. I think he's going to pull away a little bit. What does Diego Roldan have in that number 85 car? We've seen, or did he use it all playing defense?
We'll see here. 8 minutes to go here. Right now, Trafari has the lead. Diego Roldan still has a chance into turn 3. We saw what Ethan Harrison could do on that restart. You can dive it in deep. As long as you have a cushion, perchance that 9 car can be that cushion, you can get back up to the lead.
And you might have to do that. You might have to dive bomb.
Decent corner there by Diego Roldan. Connor did not go through turn 4 well at all. That's going to allow him to close in just a tad.
Yeah,
I think that's all she wrote.
Yeah, Trafari's slowly pulling away.
Well, these two fight it out. Right now, third place does seem it's going to go straight to... It's going to go straight to Larry Miles here in the 28 with Bradley Sawinski right now.
Caution's out.
Oh, no.
Caution's out. Lap car, fucking lead lap car just got wrecked by the 25.
Oh, no.
Oh, so we do have a debris caution, but it's just, his name is George Tolsma.
Slow down here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
that's
wow.
egregious.
That's bad. That is the 42 of Gabe Kazala. And George Tolsma just completely wipes him out hard into the wall. Front end torn off of the 42 car.
We're going to pace here at 50. We're going to do a pit and then green.
Yeah, George Tolsma just, this is the second time that he's taken out a lead lap car here today. And, I mean, isn't even trying to slow down for the corner. Just completely wipes out the 42.
Wheel driver?
He's, according to the driver comms here, this was a retaliation over turn 1.
Well, let's take a look. Let's see if we can find that retaliation. So here's the wreck. There was contact down the straight. Let's see what happened here down to turn 1. Let's see what justified this. And, yeah, so Kazala door slams George Tolsma slightly down to turn 1. And as a response, George Tolsma just completely sends the corner and wipes him out. This is a George Tolsma crash out here. This is ridiculous.
So, Trafari stayed out, and I think everyone's pitting.
Oh boy, that is a situation that Connor's put himself in here. Everyone else could be on better tires.
Dylan Fox is just, he's not even, he's still...
it seems the Rostock Car Ultimate is officially done.
I mean, I think that's fair. I mean, we've seen this before from George. He does this in leagues all the time. He'll get upset. He'll cry a little bit. He'll take someone out and then he'll leave. So, not shocked by that from Tolsma whatsoever. But
oh wait, no, it was disqualified. Never mind.
Over that, really? Like, it was just the slightest door bang, and he just fully sent a guy. I mean, that's silly, but it's an exhibition event, so
do what you want.
Yeah. So we should be going back green here with less than 4 minutes to go, possibly 3. So we'll get about, at the very least, 3 laps of action to the checkered flag. So if there's anything that George did there that was good, we're going to be getting ourselves a really good finish. And I think everyone is going to take notice of what Ethan Harrison did on that last restart. He just full sent it from about 5 cars back and was able to take the lead with using a car as a cushion. I would not be shocked if someone pull the Hail Mary down to turn 3.
Well, Gavin, if you said last caution was going to be a hell, what do we call this?
Purgatory.
Will do.
I'm scared.
And Dylan Fox is completely cutting the track. I don't know if you guys are seeing this.
I just saw.
Yeah, Dylan Fox doesn't want to catch up to the pace car properly, so he's just going to cut the track and probably get a black flag clear. Because we are heading back green right now. We aren't doing another lap. We're going to try to get as much green flag racing in as possible. We'll have less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds to decide it here for the 2.4 Hours of Loudon. Connor Trafari and Ethan Moses are on the front row. And we're going to see how it happens here. Connor Trafari is on old tires. And we'll see how he can hold up against everybody on new. Green flag's back in the air.
So Trafari gets the jump on the restarter using that outside line. Oh, God. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Down to
Everyone
one.
Everyone else is on colder tires. We'll see how they try to make him stick here going into turn 3 for possibly the last few times.
Oh, no.
Green.
Here comes... Oh, no.
Big dives coming from Roldan. Heading down to the corner, but everyone makes it. 3 wide per second as they go through turn 4.
Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be, but I think it's because Harrison couldn't dive bomb.
Oh, Ethan Moses, Ethan Harrison making contact down to turn 5.
And this is just
More
helping
contact.
Trafari on that old... This is just allowing Trafari to pull away.
Oh, whoa, there goes Ethan Moses.
There he goes.
Into the tire barrier. He goes around. We'll keep it green. More contact. Daniel Bonning takes out Landon Warren.
Oh, God.
Now it's going to be 2 minutes to decide it between Connor Trafari and Diego Roldan. Trafari has a second gap over everyone else.
And those old tires hang on. Or Roldan will be able to bring him down.
At least 2 laps, maybe 3 of racing to go, and Connor is pulling away on the older tire.
Roldan's got Ethan Harrison in his back as well.
Right now, Daniel Bond would be bringing home second place prize money. Look at that move from Larry Miles. Look at Daniel Bonding! And now Ethan Harrison goes around! Big trouble. Dylan Fox goes around as well. And back in front goes the 75. McKinney flying through. Landon Warren flying through. A big shakeup. Ethan Moses and Xander McKinney are making contact.
I think Roldan's slowly closing in on Trafari. He's starting to come into frame.
He gained
we're going to have a minute left. This is going to be, I think, the white flag.
Right now, it's going to be between Larry Miles and Daniel Bonding for 3rd place in this race as they're coming up here on what could be 2 laps to go. I will say, Roldan is catching. He's now, oh, well, he was catching until he did that. But he's
still
now
catching.
He's within a second, but he needs to find more time. He isn't going to get there with the pace he's putting now. 2 laps to go here from Loudon.
He can't make
a
a mistake.
They might be on the white flag here. Wait a minute.
If you're Diego, you better be hoping that this is 2 to go.
Lock up from Connor.
Lock up.
He might not need 2 laps. He is closing.
And Daniel Bonning's going for 3rd. He's on the back of Larry Miles.
Roldan can't make a mistake here. He's got to run a perfect lap and maybe use the chrome horn. Who am I kidding? He's definitely going to use it.
Timer strike 0. We're entering into the final sector here.
Oh, Roldan
saving it after it gets
It's
squirrely.
over.
Yep.
Well, he's cutting it. He's cutting it, trying to get there.
Oh!
It ain't gonna work.
He's not gonna get there.
And coming off the final corner, Connor Trafari and Alexander Hyder are going to win the 2.4 Hours of Loudon. Diego Roldan and Aiden Robertson will take home 2nd. And 3rd is going to go to Larry Miles and Bradley Sawinski.
Wow.
What a race. That was awesome. From flag to flag. Incredible action.
And to end the way it did.
We knew that they were the favorites going in, but they did have to work their fair share to earn it.
Incredible.
Rest of the running order, Daniel Botting, Owen Shabinsky will bring it home in 4th. Landon Warren, Kaola Hankins in 5th. Ethan Moses and Ryan Arnold in 6th. Xander McKinney and Ronan Suarez will bring it home in 7th. Ethan Harrison and Ed Smith will finish 8th. Kazola and Walls will finish in 9th. Dylan Fox in 10th. And George Tolsma and Michael Strapback will bring it home in 11th place.
What a
I love
race.
ASCA.
I love ASCA.
You know, we didn't get a huge turnout, but there was some pretty damn good racing.
Oh, yeah.
That was incredible racing.
He's going to go ahead and burn it down, and with that, I'll show the results on screen. I already went through all of it.
What is Diego doing?
But congratulations to Connor Trafari, part of Chris Louie doesn't make schemes for his team Motorsports, for bringing it home. Yabba Yabba Doo, 401k insurance scam, DEI hires will bring it home in 2nd. Trevor Phillips Motorsports will finish 3rd. Spartan Motorsports in 4th. Hello Kitty Racing Team in 5th. Fail Melons in 6th. Racers for Christ Racing for Christ Racing in 7th. Ballisto Racing Club in 8th. Turn 1 Autosport in 9th. And Red Hot Racing will finish 10th. And Rostock Ultimate will go ahead and finish in 11th. And with that, we'll be giving these guys a minute. They're going to go ahead and burn it down. And hopefully here in a few moments, we'll be hearing from our race winner. And I'm impatient, so I'm going to bring him in now. All right. And with that, we're going to go ahead and bring in our race winners, AJ Hyder and Connor Trafari. Not a shock, but you guys had to work your fair share for that one. It wasn't the domination that we thought it was going to be. First, I'm going to start with you, AJ. I got to ask, what was your feelings on George,
Gavin?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It did not affect me, whatsoever, so I did not really care.
Okay.
So,
all right.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. And AJ, as much as I would like to ask you more questions, you were there for about 30 to 40 minutes, and you were putting on a great performance way quicker than everybody. So I might as well ask you, I could probably guess what the answer is going to be, but I'll ask anyway. What was the choice behind not bringing you back in at any point in the second half of the race?
I mean, I asked Connor what the strategy was going to be, and he felt, when it was pretty late, when we had that caution with half an hour left, I asked him if he wanted to stay in the car, and he said he was pretty confident with how it drove, and that's what we did. We made the decision.
Connor, how did it feel to get, absolutely slapped around by Ethan Harrison on that fucking restart? That was beautiful.
Yeah, you're done.
Beautiful.
You're done.
Dude, you don't understand the amount of willpower it took to not turn his ass.
Dude, he did it clean. He threw it down there, got stiff, and he took the lead.
Because I knew he would do it as well. Just because I know Ethan Harrison. And I knew I
Did it
couldn't do
work?
anything
Did it
back.
not?
He would have gave me a drive-through for it. So.
That's right, motherfucker.
Yep.
Connor, I want to ask you about the racing out there, because you did have to do a lot of the heavy work there in that second half. There were so many cautions, so many people staying out, a lot of contact. What was the racing out there tonight?
Well, it was fun for sure. I had to drive to the field multiple times. I don't really know. It was just a bunch of chrome horns being used. I don't know. You saw it. You saw everything. Yeah. It's just kind of people just sending people, but mainly because they didn't want me and AJ to win.
Yeah.
That's right, Connor carrying the whole team.
And Connor, I want to ask you specifically about your battle with Diego Roldan towards the end of the race. What was your strategy to getting around him? Because he was holding you up for a little while.
Yeah, I was just I wanted to stay behind him a little bit because I knew we were both faster than Larry Miles. So I just kind of wanted to get us a little gap there so I could go side by side without having Larry come back into the fight. and then what? I forget what corner. Oh, it was the turn 3. Yeah, I just got a big run off of him. I knew he wasn't too good in the last corner. I could probably set something up going to the, I don't know what you call that, the hard braking corner, the one only passing zone on the track or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. Once I got past him, I just kind of set sail, knowing that I was probably faster than him there by like at least a few tenths.
All right, well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and let both of you go. Congratulations, AJ. Congratulations, Connor. You have won the 2.4 hours of Loudon, and I wouldn't say dominant style. All right, you guys had your fair share of
It
work
would
to
have been
do,
dominant.
It would have been dominant if AJ was like in the car for any more time than he actually was.
And if there wasn't cautions,
No blatant
and
race
factor
manipulation.
penalties. if we
I
didn't
know
get
Chris
5
Lewis
factor
game.
penalties, dude.
All right, well,
bullshit.
all right, I'm going to let both of you go. Good job, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, let's bring in our second place finishers, Aiden Robertson and Diego Roldan. Aiden, I'm going to start with you. You started off the race, and unfortunately, things weren't really going your way, were they?
No, they were not.
Tell me a little bit more about that and the struggles you faced.
Okay, well, and going to the hairpin, I don't know why that guy's hitting my bumper for no reason, and he spins me out. And like the entire field's there, so now I'm last, and I'm like, oh man, going from P2 or P3 all the way to last is terrible. And then I just ride around the back. I passed Dylan Fox and George Tosma. I almost got to run in Suarez, but that's about it. And then caution came out, and then Dylan Fox's dumbass decided to drive into the hairpin and wreck me again. I'm like, God, oh my God. And yeah, that was about my experience. And then I decided to switch it around like 9:15, 9:20, and then yeah, I already took it from there.
And let's bring it over to Diego, because Diego had quite the task ahead of him. He started his run one lap down. So Diego, tell me about how you were going about the lead lap traffic, because we do know there was a certain other team that was having a hard time keeping it clean. What was your strategy to getting around the lap traffic, or not really lap traffic, but lead cars, I should say?
I didn't really have a strategy. I was just hoping Connor would pull away so we'd get a caution. But other than that, Aiden did a pretty good job starting the stint, other than wrecking OJC and Daniel.
Well, in my opinion,
Shut
George
up,
Sosa
I'm
deserved
speaking.
that one.
Shut up.
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
Alright, anyways, you know, it was like, what was it, 2 hours of me driving? It was like
Yeah,
probably
no,
the
you
worst
were
thing
there
ever.
for a
I hate-
majority of it.
Yeah,
So-
I hate this car and track combo. This shit sucks.
Here, well, that's the whole point, man. It wasn't supposed to drive good. But Diego, I want to talk to you about the multiple times that you were in the lead. What was the strategy when it came to defending from the likes of Connor, and what do you think you were missing compared to him at the end of the day?
You know, I think I was missing a few buckets under my chair because I'm sure he was sweating a lot. But, other than that, I think we did a pretty good job maintaining the lead when we can, holding up the people behind us. You know, making sure they wasted their stuff when we keeping our tires cool. But you know,
Holy
good win for them. You know, they honestly deserved it. You know, they were the fastest cars in all 3 sessions. But you know, hopefully when the ASCA season does come around, I'll be able to contend for wins like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you and Aiden go. You guys still won some money at the end of the day. You guys finished second, so you at least have something
Holy
to go
shit,
home
I forgot about that.
All right, with that, that's going to be Aiden Robertson and Diego Roldan. Aiden Robertson, Diego Roldan. Now, we don't have our third place finishers. They are not here. So, we'll be moving on to... let's go and get Owen Chabinski and Daniel Botting in here. All right.
Hello.
Daniel Botting, I gotta ask this guy a question. What
Hi,
the
buddy.
fuck was that assassination attempt?
What assassination temp?
What?
Which
You know
one?
what I'm talking about? The
I
last
don't know
one.
which one you're talking. The final lap?
The one going into turn 3 where you like destroyed the 87 car?
I didn't
That was
touch
not-
the 87
whoa, whoa,
car.
whoa, whoa,
I didn't
whoa.
touch the 87.
Yeah, no, the 87 chopped the shit.
Roll the
out
tape.
of,
I didn't touch him.
40. I don't know who that was, but
I did not touch him at all. Oh my god. I had the replay right in front of me.
All right, but...
No.
Okay, we're like...
Yeah,
Alright, here's the ASCA
we
track
don't just get to
facts.
move on from that.
No. You don't get to
Gavin, tune in.
I'm tuning
pull
in.
up the,
he's got the
pull up
clip.
the Larry Mac facts. Come on now.
Okay, all right. Let me play it. Play it.
All right. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
So we're coming in. I didn't touch him.
Yeah, no, you didn't even. Yeah, okay. To be fair, he didn't touch him. He didn't.
I didn't
you
even
didn't touch him, but you.
No, that
you,
was on Larry.
No. The other way
Yeah, that was
was I
Larry.
plow into his ass end and then he takes out Outery.
Okay, but then you got second.
That
most
would have
money.
been.
Yeah, no, that was
No,
definitely.
I wouldn't have had a front end.
Yeah, Black Cell, you would have won You would have won us money. Fucking asshole.
No. You know why? Because it's GMC Truck Month, which isn't until April. Get the all new 1991.
All new.
You know, it's great.
The all new 1991
It's so
GMC
easy to have
Sierra.
Owen and Daniel in here because I don't even have to ask them questions. They just start yapping. It's perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're the easiest people to ask.
Literally. Hey, Daniel. Do you think we can, open one of those? What do you
Oh,
call
one of
them?
those. One of those.
The packs.
One of those.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm glad you're asking like him all the questions and we're not.
Hang on.
focusing on mine.
Ask
and
ask
nothing
the engineer
happened.
questions.
You were in the car for like
No, don't-
10 minutes and then you were gone.
He was in there for the
I was in it
first half.
for. I was in it for the first like normal stint, and I wrecked it like 4 times.
Yeah, you were in there for the first half.
You must have been so forgettable that I don't even that's not even recollected in my mind.
He was in there for an hour and a half.
Well, Daniel,
Yeah.
you were the one. You were actually like fast and actually doing things. All right, that's why. I remember.
Yeah, no, I got in
Yeah.
the car and started setting.
Yeah, you also
Yeah, no,
started
I'm
running
very
through
glad-
Landon Warren. You
very
wiped
glad
his
that I have
shit.
Listen,
You just wiped him out.
mid corner bump draft went too far.
Yeah, clearly. And you didn't even get the money.
You know what? That's okay because you know what I do have.
What?
I just had to reinstall the app.
All right, so which one we opening?
Oh, let's go with the Pikachu one. Let's go with the Pikachu one.
Well, we got the Dialga and Palkia ones.
Here, let's go with okay, fine, Palkia. I like the penis Pokemon.
Palkia? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, we got Cyrus. Really loud. We got Snover. We got Ambipom. We got Kricketot. We got Palkia EX. Gavin, I love you.
Is that? Oh my God, we got Palkia EX.
Palkia EX.
Fuck yeah, man.
All right, we got one more. We can open another one.
Yeah, we gotta open another one. All right.
Which one do we? I think we double down.
Yeah, double down. Say the word.
All right, here we go. Hawktua. Wormadam, Turtwig, Shellos, Mars, Lumberry. Okay, well, you know what? We got the EX card. That's all that matters.
All right. Well, with that.
I said replay driver.
All right, with that, I'm going to go and let you guys go. We have a few other people we need to talk to. We have 3 more teams to talk to. I'm going to go ahead and get the, respectfully, as much, I will talk to Ronan and Dylan in a second, but I need to ask George some questions. George.
Oh, no.
George, I need you to get in here. We have some talking to do. We have to talk.
All right, baby, let's get in here.
All right, so George, there were, I might as well ask, firstly, what was going on between you and AJ down turn 4?
Which one's turn 4?
So that would be after turn 3, after that hard right-hander when you wrecked him off the track.
Wait, is that turn 4? I thought that's turn 3.
No.
Turn 3 is the right-hander, no?
It's the right-hander after the right-hander.
I mean, I hit him in the first right-hander. What do you mean? I hit him in turn 3.
Here, let me rephrase it. You hit, what was going on between you and AJ in that general area of the track?
AJ. You know, I'm really confused. I hit a few people out there.
Yeah, I know you did.
Know that.
You don't say.
Okay, with AJ. Okay, so what happened there was I drove in the corner. I drove in turn 3 a little too hot.
Yeah.
He was on my outside. And then I don't know if it was net code or he actually hit me or whatever, but he definitely I got the 0x camp on the screen and the car started steering left. He hooked my left rear and it started steering me towards the left into him. And then I just couldn't get off him because then we were just hooked. until finally he like braked enough to like let me go. That was what happened there. I didn't mean to do all that. I know everybody was cheering because it knocked him out
Yeah,
of the lead.
you made the race exciting. Thank you.
Yeah, it put him back second, so he had work to do. But and Chris always said that you were allowed to hit AJ, so I didn't feel too bad about it. I mean, I didn't mean to. I genuinely didn't mean to, but we weren't too worried about that one, to say the least.
All right, and finally, there was another accident late in the race where you just fucking murdered someone. I think it was the 42, if I remember correctly.
The 42, except for that car had a different number actually on the screen. I can't remember what the number was. But anyways, yeah, so what happened there, so, you know, Bite had to swap out of the car very suddenly at the end of the race. And that put us in a position where, so I roll out of pit road and I see like Chris, the pace car, going by me. So I'm like, oh shit. And he's like, we're 1 to green. And I'm like, oh, I don't have enough time to really like get this whole lap back. So I get as much as I could, like, but I was going up the hill when I heard the call for like green flag, and I'm just like, son of a bitch, I'm screwed. And so and Chris was like, that's the last fun caution. So I just knew that we were done at that point. We were cooked. And so I was just hanging on to it, just hanging out, seeing maybe someone might wreck out, maybe we might actually get a caution. And then the 42, I mean, he had like 7 seconds behind the group that had already passed me. Like, he wasn't going to catch people in front. And he had like 12 or 13 seconds over the car behind. Like, he was in his own zip code, right? He wasn't going to gain position, but he wasn't going to lose position as long as he just drove normally. And then we got turn 1 of the oval, and he just ran into my door. Like, I just don't even understand what's the point of that. And he'd been a squirrel all race. Like, ask anyone. He was all over the place. He was banging into people. I'm sure he had a million incidents. And I just planned to go down in the corner and kind of get a little bit of contact back into him, just to be like, hey, I didn't really appreciate that. I did not expect I was going to trampoline launch him into the wall. I'm not sure what happened there. I did not feel like I hit him that hard, but apparently I did. And apparently he didn't have a fast repair, so that was the end of their day. I guess they already used their fast repair earlier.
Yeah, you kind of murdered him.
So, yeah, no, I mean, I like hit him, and I saw him move a little bit, and I was just like,
yeah, well, that's what happens when you hit people. They move.
And I was like, he's gonna wreck me the next corner. And then I start driving away, and I see the bumper cover hanging off at on the ground, and I was like, ooh, we killed that guy, didn't we? Whoops.
Yeah, you think?
I really wasn't that much faster than him when I hit him, though. I was really surprised how much I apparently shoved him, but so then we got disqualified, but we were already 11th, so I mean, it didn't really change much.
All right, well, I just wanted an explanation on what was going on, George. All right, so
I want to point out, so all day long we were in the back, and we had a tough time. We got ran over a few times by some people being impatient. Cough, cough, Diego Rodon, and whoever his teammate was, I forget who was in the car first. Aiden also ran me over. So we had a tough time. We were clawing back out of it. We also were saving our fast repair as much as possible because we thought it might get crazy at the end. And Blake got us back into position. He got us back on the lead lap, but he sped on pit road 3 different times. And we never thought that Chris would fix our penalty, so we just kept pitting for the penalty and holding the 15 seconds. So that kept putting us behind. And Bite was way faster than me. He was probably like 2 or 3 seconds faster than me. So if he didn't have to leave, you know, we could have had a different night. But because he was going to run to the end, he was going to run the final 30 minutes until he had to leave, and then I had to take the final 30. So I don't know. We'll take it. We'll come back next time we do this with other cars and other tracks and other things. Maybe we'll have a better result.
All right,
I just
George.
want to put a comment. Getting called the bet on a Friday is criminal.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's only 10 o'clock on a Friday. That doesn't feel like the time, but apparently it's the time.
All right, George. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go here, bud. Not the race that you were looking for, but hey, maybe things will be better later. You never know.
Hey, Xfinity cars, baby. I love those things.
All
Let's
right.
cook.
Let's cook, he says. All right, now we can get to the rest of you. I'm gonna start with Aiden Smith. Aiden Smith, get in here. Aiden, there was a point in this race where you were up front. You were leading the race. So tell me about your race and what was going on out there.
Well, to begin, I put about a lap and a quarter of practice over the entire week. So I really went in the car not knowing what the hell I was doing. So I was in there for a little bit. As you saw, I wasn't really hanging on, especially with kind of offset on tire strategy from most of the other field. Yeah, not much to say on my end because I wasn't really in the car for a whole lot, but Ethan did a great job, getting us back in it many times with that great move into 3, that one lap. Can't thank him enough for that. It's just kind of, how it ended up was shitty because, we were probably one of the faster teams going for the money, and then, it was just taken away in an instant, so not much else I can say from that, I guess.
One more question for you. Whose idea was it to pull that dive bomb move from 5 cars back into turn 3 on that restart, and then it worked?
I was playing Brawl Stars, so I had no idea it was happening until it happened. So
okay, well,
it wasn't my idea.
So I had a feeling it was Ethan Harrison's idea, but I needed to check. All right, well, not the result that you guys were looking for, but you guys still ran a very good night, all things considered, and hopefully this season, both of you guys can finally score some wins.
Absolutely.
We have 2 more to go. Ronan Suarez, not the night you were looking for, was it? You and Xander had a really rough go at it. How was it like out there?
I had a lot of fun. We felt like if we were consistent enough, we would be able to get maybe that top 3 finish. We kind of wanted some of that money. But unfortunate events struck us. I would say that well, not putting the blame on him. He just misjudged the braking point, hit the wall. So we had to come back in and pit for repairs and brought us 2 laps down. But we were able to get ourselves back up, and then towards the end of the race, we were actually able to get him back on the lead lap, and we were ready to just finish this race, right? And then with me driving the car with 1 to go. No, wait. Oh, no. Okay, so right before the final caution, I disconnect.
Oh my god.
So we got put another lap down, but we were able to salvage a nice 8th place finish. Well, I think it's a really good finish, depending on how we did. Yeah.
Well, Ronan, I don't really have too much else to say. Kind of just explain your whole race to me. So not the best one that you were looking for, but you seem pretty content with the results. So congratulations on your 8th place finish.
Yeah. Oh, and also I want to thank my sponsors, SwartzCreations.weebly.com. Go there for some fresh iRacing paint schemes and 3D models. Also go to I would like to thank Hyatt Regency and Burton for sponsoring our car today.
And with that, there's Ronan Suarez. And the final one, I saved the best for last. Dylan Fox, you were by yourself today, and you did very well, all things considered. You started dead last, had the slowest car, and by the end of the race, you were battling in the top 5. So tell me about your race overall.
Just a clarification, I finished 6th. Just the iRacing stupid fucking rules screwed me. Oh, language, sorry. Stupid rules screwed me over. But yeah, I don't know what I was doing. Like, I mean, huge shout out to Jason Jason Gallagher. He helped me a lot. Monday night we did about 100 laps here, and I didn't learn a thing, as you can tell from those 100 laps. But I kind of just went into the mindset of, well, I'm by myself. I'm probably gonna get wrecked by someone stupid. So I kind of just went in the race like, I'm just gonna ride around. Well, we rode around, and then I was like 9th, I think, most of the race, or something, 8th, I don't know. And then out of nowhere, we get a restart, and I'm like 5th. So then I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, the only way I can keep this position Because I was good with like after like I could go 5 or 6 laps consistently, but after that, like I'd always that I don't know what corner number it is, but right before you merge back onto the back, that corner 2 corners before that, worst part of the track for me. So my only idea was just full send it on the outside, because I mean I've been doing that most of the race, just using the outside to pass in that hard braking zone, because everybody just bottlenecks up in the inside, and I went from 5th to 3rd. And I'm sitting here, and then I knew at that point the only way I stay up front is if I wreck Connor Trifari. So coming out of the corner, I was like, I have to make it look believable. So I drive it into that little like stump thing, and I just let the wheel go. I let the wheel just go straight, and I did not let off, and just wrecked the hell out of Connor Trifari. And I enjoyed every minute of it, and I'll do it again. Not really. I'm kidding. Kind of. Nope. Outside of doing the whole race on my own, I'm exhausted. I've been up for 26 hours, 26 and a half hours straight. I have not eaten today.
Wow.
Shout out Celsius. Big partner of mine, helped me get through this race. Shout out Crack Cocaine. Big partner of mine as well. Helped me get through this race. And really excited for the season. That was a lot of fun. I had a blast. That was the most fun I've had in a league in a long time. So hopefully that's a good sign of things to come. Hopefully I can start finishing 11th instead of 12th in every race. So
that was the shout out to Crack Cocaine.
Yeah, that's fair.
And with that, that is going to conclude the 2.4 hours of Loudon. Your winners tonight, Connor Trifari and AJ Hyder. No shocker, but they had to work like hell for it. So thank you all for watching this incredible race from flag to flag. Loudon RC once again impresses. We'll be back very soon. Give us a few weeks, and we will be back for the 8th annual ASCA 500 from Daytona International Speedway. Until then, from myself, Gavin Graham, Armani DePaul, and Wayne Kennedy,